See what we got. See what we're working with. See what we got. Yep. Seemed good. All right. Day after, I was about to say morning after, but day after UFC White House. UFC Freedom 250, man. And boy, I knew that was some rocky shit, man. Card of the year. Card of the year for sure. Man. All finishes. Every fight pretty much went, except for the main and co-main. Those were the most, well, the main being the upset, being the underdog getting it. Can't even fucking speak, but the underdog getting it done. Justin Gaethje. Like I said, on some Rocky movie shit. And then, of course, the toss-up fight was the co-main event that could have went either way. The Surreal guy gets it done. Round number 2. Some vicious, man, just vicious fights, vicious finishes. I loved it. Across the board, man. We started out with Diego Lopez, started out slow. As soon as he put his foot on the gas in that second round, got it done. But nonetheless, though, we are live again. It's been a while since I've been live. So I'm having fun with some of you guys. Hell yeah, let's jump into it, man. And new Justin Gaethje. Start with a lightweight title mode here at 155. Man, what a night. Like I said, Diego Lopez started out a little slow in that first round with Steve Garcia. Got Rafael Fiziev up first for us.
Our tale of the tape is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon.
What a night, dude.
Harley Davidson. Okay, fighters, Melvin Gillard.
That co-main event, man, just Poatan going up to heavyweight, but man, just didn't have the movement, didn't have enough for him. The big man, Surreal guy, was just able to dance around him, and that was a possibility going into that fight. Poatan not really a big mover on the feet. Man, he's kind of a step in, cut you off, pressure. He's not really a big in and out on his toes kind of fighter. And we know Surreal Gane is just a natural heavyweight. Beautiful switch kick there, but the question was going into that fight, is Poatan going to be able to hit and hurt Surreal Gane with anything? Landed a good right hand, a couple good right hands at the end of the first round, going to the stool, but that was pretty much his best effort. That was the best he got out of that whole fight. Beautiful uppercut, hook behind us, sit him down. Taking a clean one, starting with a clean one. Man, beautiful. I'll take a grounded pound KO. I said a clean one, F it. F it, let's take the grounded pound. Get him out of there, get him out the way.
That was very, very nasty.
Sheesh. Heavy hands from Justin Gaethje early. The thing that surprised me about that main event was the jab on Justin Gaethje, though, man. The jab set up everything. The uppercuts that hurt Topuria. The left hook that eventually started getting around the guard. Topuria was moving his head early, man, but I was surprised that Topuria wasn't really able to get his head off center line of Justin Gaethje's jab. Gaethje was just able to put that jab in his face repeatedly. Put that jab in his face repeatedly.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest.
He just busted him up, and Topuria just wasn't respecting what was coming back to him. Tried to get that finish. He called for a first round finish as he usually does. It wasn't there. He stepped on the gas in that first round trying to get it. Didn't get it. Round 2 came out the same thing, and that's where he messed up in round 2. He pushed on the gas there in that second round trying to get his finish that he called for. And he didn't have enough gas. He didn't leave any gas in the tank for round 3. And he came out there fighting like a zombie. He started looking like one, too. Speaking of, Ilia Topuria up next for us. Speak of the devil. But, man, that's that confidence, man. It's a double-headed sword, that confidence. Like I said, he wanted that finish. He called for it in the first round. You want to be proven right. You want to prove yourself right. And you talk about that confidence going in. This is just an easy fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, what does that do to you when the fight's not going your way? A fight that you just knew going into it was just going to be so easy that you assumed. But man, you can't tell me, like, Topuria's face was busted up, dude. You can't tell me he doesn't have a broken orbital bone today. Like, yeah, he's probably going to need some surgery. Topuria's probably going to be out for a while. Not properly. He needs to be out for a while. Knows about medical suspension and whatnot, about him being injured and stuff like that. As far as broken orbital surgery, however long that might take. But also concussion symptoms and shit like that, so who knows how long Topuria might be out, man. That's a tough loss, though, dude. That's a tough one. Just missed the left hook there. Stay in the pocket right here. I'll stay with you. Chop that leg, step out. Beautiful step-in jab. There it is, and that's what was just on point all night. There's that step-in jab, and he was just able to build off of it. It's pretty much where Topuria kind of messed himself up, just trying to exchange and wasn't respecting the power coming back his way of Justin Gaethje until it was too late. Until it was too late. That hook to the body, though, man. That hook to the body, he sat Gaethje down within that second round. That was vicious. You could hear it. Ripped his liver with that left hook to the body. We know Topuria's got some vicious body work, probably the best body work in the game. Still wasn't enough to get Justin Gaethje out of the way, though. Still wasn't enough.
Oh, good combination.
Working the jab.
High kick doesn't get through.
Under 90 seconds remains.
But man, I just knew, like, off of the grounded pound after that hook. I mean, all in all, he probably should have looked to let Justin Gaethje back up to the feet. There's that uppercut, gets through. Sit him down. Get him back up for me.
He recovers, and he lets him back up.
Probably should have looked to let Justin Gaethje back up, though, after he sat him down with that left hook to the body. Hey, Jesus. Uppercut underneath finishes. Beautiful. Because, man, if he had let Justin Gaethje up after he dropped him with that hook to the body, who knows? Because Justin might not have been able to get back up. He might have been able to get a finish, get a TKO there, but, hey, that's neither here nor there, man. He jumped on him, tried to get some grounded pound, and surprisingly, look at that uppercut. Surprisingly, wasn't able to really finish. I just knew he was going to rain down some elbows, some heavy grounded pound on Gaethje. But no, Gaethje was scrambling underneath just enough, control posture just enough off his back to survive that first round. And man, I'm survive that second round, after being hurt. And came out in round 3, recovered, and Topuria didn't have enough on the stool. He didn't have enough coming off the stool. And round 3 was Gaethje's best round, I feel like. I mean, he, of course, dominated him in round 4 as well. 408. Dominated round 4 as well, but just a beautiful performance, man. That was a beautiful night. Beautiful night of fights. Like, dude, if I'm Justin Gaethje, dude, Justin Gaethje should retire off of this one. Justin Gaethje should retire off of this one, man. There's nothing left. If I'm Gaethje, no rematch, F a rematch. You know what I'm saying? If Conor wins, which I doubt, you know what I mean? Coming off that leg break, I doubt it. Max, even at 170, I feel like Max is gonna handle his business. Especially coming off of that Oliveira loss, he's gonna want to right that wrong and get that back. And he's going into this fight not having to worry about being grappled like he was in the the Oliveira fight. So I feel like Max is gonna go in there and do his thing on Conor. Might get a first or second round finish, but we'll see. Who knows after last night, though, man? Sheesh. I mean, Max is supposed to win. It makes sense, but hey, Justin Gaethje wasn't supposed to win last night, and he did. So MMA is weird. You never know. When those 4-ounce gloves get to slinging, boy, you never fucking know. Just got to get there, get him under those lights, and just see. But that's the only thing. If I'm Justin Gaethje, that's the only thing I come back for. The only thing is if Conor beats Max. Maybe if Max wins. I don't know. Either or. If the UFC's offering a nice bag for Max later this year, if Max gets it done, and the UFC throws him a nice bag, like, yeah, we'll offer you, we'll back the truck up for you, so to speak, for that rematch, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a bad idea for Gaethje to maybe want to get that taste out of his mouth, that UFC 200 knockout loss. So either or. If Max wins, if Conor wins next month, could be a next potential opponent, but I know Saryukin is supposed to be next, and it would make sense. In a perfect world, I would love for Gaethje to retire and for Armin Saryukin to fight whoever, you know, maybe Max Holloway or whoever. Whoever wins next month, because you know, winner of that fight is probably going to get a title shot next, especially if it's a finish, which is supposed to be. I doubt they're going to a decision. If they go to a decision, Conor's getting beat up. You don't want to go 25 minutes. Conor's not coming off the couch after this many years and going to a decision with Max, I don't believe. No, once we get out of those first 10 minutes, we already know that's Max Holloway City. Beautiful, hurting combinations.
Oh, he recovers.
Beautiful, though, man. We're going to see. It's a beautiful night of fights, though, man. Poatan moving up to heavyweight.
This fight's just about over, Joe.
They got introduced. Got introduced in the worst way. Goodness. Jeez, like that. Save him. Jesus, save him, Dan. Whew. Goodness, I put Islam in the blender. Ooh, that was quick. That was quick.
Look how he throws his
Look
body.
at the jab.
Connects and just
Hook off of it, right hand.
Technique. Perfect timing.
The hook got him out of position.
And a huge victory.
And here we see it
Right
again.
hand shut off his lights.
Incredible amount of torque he puts into that.
Good Lord. Hey, that Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev, that debate is kind of put to bed though right now, isn't it? Man. Everybody was kind of saying about what that fight would look like, and Topuria's heavy-handed, but for the first time ever, that right hand, it wasn't enough. I mean, he's powerful in both hands. You know, he sat down Max with a left hook. But, you know, the power in his hands wasn't enough. Justin Gaethje was able to survive it. And he was mixing in clinch attempts, takedown attempts as well, beautifully throughout the fight. You know, Islam wouldn't necessarily have the jab of Justin Gaethje, excuse me. He wouldn't have the jab of Gaethje that was disrupting Gaethje, or disrupting Topuria. My goodness, too many names in my head. But on the feet, you know, Islam's got his own bag of tricks on the feet. But obviously that takedown and clinch threat would be there for sure. It was there for Justin last night. It would definitely be there and probably be used a lot more often for Islam in that fight had we got it. And as I always thought that Islam was going to win that fight. I never believed that Topuria would beat Islam Makhachev. I believed he was going to knock out Justin Gaethje, though. Sheesh, like, man, I was just... Man. Living in a rocky timeline, man. Sean Strickland beats Khamzat Chimaev. Wasn't expecting that one either. Gaethje, who wasn't supposed to win last night, got it done. Who said we got no U.S. champs? Sheesh, we got some this year. 2026, we getting them back. It's not the wrestlers. I mean, well, Justin Gaethje, you're a wrestler, but hey, it's not the wrestlers like it used to be. But hey, slowly but surely, we getting our champions. Getting our champions, my goodness. I'm still buzzing off of that night, man. Goodness. That Poatan fight was ridiculous. Like, man, it was kind of what I was thinking, what I was afraid of for Poatan. It was like just the movement, the footwork. I didn't think Poatan was gonna be able to cut him off. You know, Poatan's it's not fast on the feet. It doesn't have fast feet, rather. He has fast hands, but he's not fast with his feet, with his footwork. He's more so of a step and plod and, you know, cut you off and punish you there. But with a mover that's natural at heavyweight like that, I didn't know if Poatan was going to be able to cut him off. And, you know, moving up a weight class, you're always supposed to be the faster opponent when you're the one moving up. But no, that wasn't the case. Cyril Gane was faster than Poatan, and that's always bad. When you're moving up fighting the heavier opponent, even though Poatan did weigh in heavier, but you're going up to the heavier weight class and the guy heavier is faster, that's a problem.
Joe, how do you approach this fight?
You know, and he landed a good right hand going to the stool.
He's been pretty successful as of late. 3 straight wins inside the octagon.
Yeah, and that's the kind of winning streak that gets
Yeah, Gane did look great.
He can make it 4 in a row tonight.
That first round, they were going back and forth. I mean, Poatan landed. He got a couple high kicks up there that got Gane's attention. Didn't hurt him. Didn't get through fully. But they got some attention. And they would have been interesting if he was able to build off of it, but he wasn't able to
Mixing things up nicely.
build off of anything. He wasn't able to build off of anything.
Counters that nicely.
Like, man,
Big
beautiful. I'm
right
just about to
hook,
put
and now
Bobby
he's
Green in
gonna
the
look for
blender.
finish.
Left hook, he's
Bobby
down.
don't got the punching power to really hang with Justin Gaethje in this game.
He got tagged there, but it
He gonna
looks
shoot
like
off his
he's
back.
recovered.
Yep.
Oh, he's tagged again.
Beautiful.
He's in deep trouble here, Mike.
I'll take a TKO right there. Let's get King Green out the way quick and easy. Quick and easy. Got nothing for me. Pretty much how that fight would go anyway. King Green wouldn't have nothing for Justin Gaethje. So just get him out of there. I'm cool with that TKO.
And this is the end here. Just nasty punches from the
That
top.
knee to the body,
As soon
though, in
as
that
he had
position
him
when
hurt,
Topuria
he
was
just
down on
took
all fours
advantage
like
of the
that.
opportunity
That
and
knee to the
finished
body
it
in that
off
fourth
here.
round
Get it from this
at the
angle.
end. Dude, Topuria got battered, man. I was not expecting to be saying that after last night. I just knew Topuria. I just knew Gaethje was going there to get slept. But the chin, bro, it's not only the jab that was getting through, like everything about that fight surprised me. I mean, so Gaethje did exactly what he was supposed to do if he was going to win that fight, was mixing his clinch and mixing takedown attempts, even if you don't get it. Make Topuria carry your weight in parts and stuff like that. Slow down his momentum on the feet. Don't let him get too comfortable. But damn it, dude.
Melvin Gillard,
Like,
the winner.
the jab on Gaethje. Just the chin on Gaethje is the biggest thing. How is Gaethje's chin still holding up this late in his career after all the wars we've seen? Like, I just knew after UFC 200 when he got knocked out by Max, that was it. That was it for Gaethje. I was like, okay, maybe Gaethje can come back and get some decent wins, like, how he got Rafael Fiziev, like he got Paddy Pimblett a while back or whatever, but those didn't leave you super confident for Gaethje going into this fight with Topuria. That Paddy fight specifically didn't leave you with a lot of confidence, even though he won it. I thought Topuria, Jesus, too many names again. I thought Gaethje's chin was cooked, completely cooked after 200. And the fact that he was able to eat those shots in those first 2 rounds, like Gaethje got hurt. He didn't get out of this without having to, bite down and eat it. He had to go through it. He got hurt. He got hurt upstairs a few times in those first 2 rounds. Definitely got hurt to the body in that second when he got dropped, but was able to survive it, dude. Just a dog of all dogs. Dog of all dogs, man. My God. Gaethje was already a Hall of Famer, for sure Hall of Famer before this. I think he was, even without winning the Undisputed title. I feel like that Dustin Poirier cloth and that Justin Gaethje cloth, even though Justin's now in the title cloth, he separates himself from that Dustin Poirier conversation completely. But I feel like Dustin Poirier should go in the Hall of Fame, being like a well-accomplished journeyman, I guess you could kind of say, for lack of a better term. This just cements it completely. Justin Gaethje is a surefire Hall of Fame. And that's the best way to cement your name in it. My goodness.
I definitely think it's possible. He's building confidence with every win, and that's what he needs in there.
Told someone that last year Paddy would last longer against Gaethje than Ely. Oh man, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it. I would have been like, yeah, I need what you smoking. That's insane. He really did, didn't he? They did go to a decision. That's wild. And they were thinking about stopping that Topuria fight last night after round 3. They didn't even want him to go come off the stool for round 3. The doctor was trying to stop it. Goddard was able to override it and sent him back out there, for better or for worse. But that's just... Dude, yeah, no, I would not have believed that at all. If you told me, yeah, no, Paddy is going to a decision with Gaethje, but Gaethje's going to finish, or Topuria's going to stop on the stool, I would not have believed that. If you told me that last night, I wouldn't have believed it before the fight started. I was hoping for an upset, though, man. That's what I live for as a fight fan. Just those moments that you don't expect, those opponents that's just not supposed to win those fights, and they still figure out how.
Oh, big hook. Boom.
switch. Ooh, that would have been a beautiful finish.
That one dropped him. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Take a clean finish here.
He recovers. This crowd is going nuts.
High kick, that got through.
What an exchange here.
Teeing away.
And this jab to the body, hook to the body, hook upstairs.
That's it, he's out.
That's it.
Sheesh.
Damn, finishes the fight.
That's insane. I mean, hey, maybe
Melvin Guillard.
maybe we'll get Patty versus Topuria next. And even a beat up Topuria with a
There was
maybe
certainly
some
bad
shattered confidence. I think
when he
that's still a
throws
bad
this
fight for Patty. I'm still not giving that fight to Patty. No, still not giving that fight to Patty.
And here's the knockout blow.
What a great job.
Still think Topuria is probably, especially coming off of this loss, they're gonna come back with a vengeance.
Watch it again, Joe. Wow. Right
Maybe.
on the button.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
And with our
When you got a guy like that that's that confident,
Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and
you
gentlemen,
know what I mean? It's really gonna come down how he responds to
this
this loss, because you know it's two sides of,
22 seconds.
you know what I'm saying? It's two sides of how guys react to these losses like this when they're coming super confident. You know, you got the Conor McGregor side after Conor lost to Nate Diaz that first time, and he came out super humble. You know what I mean? And said exactly what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. He was able to eat my shots. Bigger man. I made mistakes. I'll make adjustments and, you know, come back better for the rematch. Is basically what Conor said, for better, for worse. And, you know, he did, and he came back, and he got a decision over Nate. So on the opposite side of that coin, you got the Ronda Rousey side, which is, you know, you kind of disappear, go radio silent, and just kind of try to ignore it and act like it didn't happen, or not really acknowledge it, and that's not smart. That's not smart. You got to acknowledge it. You got to understand why you lost, where you might have messed up mentally, not just physically. Try to go into your next one and adjust off of it. But even mentally, though, dude, I mean, a beating like that, man, like Topuria's eye, that's definitely a broken orbital bone. That's definitely a broken orbital. The way his eye was swelling underneath and it was starting to like go backwards, you can always tell when the swelling is starting to go towards the side of the head and starting to swell up, going towards the ear. That's usually a broken orbital. So Topuria might need surgery. And who knows, it might be one broken orbital, it might be both, because both of his eyes were swelling. Both of his eyes were swelling bad. Swelling bad. If it's bad enough, he might be out the rest of this year. I mean, it's June, July, yeah, we got about 6 months left. Yeah, he might be out the rest of this year. People saying Ilya's trash, Hulk is trash talk got Ilya. I was noticing some of it at the press conference, but I wasn't weighing anything into it, though. I don't believe that. I wouldn't put any weight on it. Topuria was giving him a lot more attention than I was expecting him to at the weigh-ins, though. I was expecting him just to kind of brush him off. But he kind of kept going back and forth to it, but nah, I don't think that holds any merit. I think it was just Justin Gaethje just being a dog and handling his business.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. I'm Mike Goldberg with Joe Rogan. Melvin Guillard.
Josh Hoka got a good W over an older Black Beast Derek Lewis. That was solid. That was pretty much as expected.
Yeah, he is just tearing
You know, pretty much.
I am more curious.
It was pretty sloppy in parts, of course, but you know that's to be expected with modern heavyweight nowadays. We don't have the most. We're not living in the best technical heavyweight era. Definitely beyond those days. Beautiful lead uppercut. But speaking of heavyweights, though, man, I think Ciryl Gane is the best heavyweight in the world right now. I don't know. You know, I know that Tom Aspinall fight got cut short by his own doing. He fucked up having his fingers open, but hey, we didn't have to worry about that last night. I was looking for it. Come on. I thought I was far enough. I was far enough away from that takedown attempt. Shit, all right, on my back. Ooh, arm triangle, okay. I don't know. Tom Aspinall coming off the stool. Not coming off the stool, but coming off the couch. For a rematch against Ciryl Gane sometime later this year. I don't know, we might get a copy and paste of what we saw last time. Hopefully, Gane's able to keep his hands closed like he was able to last night. Make the W actually stick.
He's got both hooks in.
Trying to flatten out his opponent.
And I know
He's out. Slides through the back door.
Poetan's a light heavyweight, but I don't know, man. I think Gane might be the best heavyweight in the world right now. He was looking sharp. Some of the grounded pound shots after he dropped Poetan with that step-in jab
On those hooks.
can be a little controversial. He was landing some of them to the back of the head, a handful of them to the back of the head. Beautiful blast double.
Pushes him off
Here,
with the
let's get this
feet,
W
decides to
back
let
for
him up. There's a big
Justin
hook on
Gaethje
Gillard.
against Khabib Nurmagomedov here.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Man, the movement on Cyril Gane, man, he's improving. His offense is really improving. He's really figured out his game, his offense. I mean, the inside kicks, he outkicked Poetan. That's the crazy part.
Oh, big
I was
right.
expecting shit, all right, we got a game crash. Hang on, fellas. All right. It's been doing this every so often here and there, but it's all good, though. It's a light crash. Go right back into it. But nonetheless, though, man, that's just amazing performances all night. Sean O'Malley even on Zahabi, that was an interesting fight. Interesting finish there as well. Try to get back in there. It's just a soft crash. I don't know why he's been doing that lately. He's been doing that to me for like the past 30 days or so. I got to go back into my RPCS 3 settings and see what's up because I haven't changed anything. It's not too big of a crash, though. We just jump right back in. I'm interested to see, though, man. I don't know. Tom Aspinall, I know he didn't put himself on the couch. Cyril Gane, had a hand in that, literally. Seeing how slow Poetan looked against Gane does show that Tom was doing all right, in terms of keeping up with Gane. To an extent, yeah, to an extent. I mean, I don't know. The fight got cut short, a little short for us, meaning the Gane and Aspinall fight. It got cut short for us to really get a read on it. But, we'd have to see how Tom would have had to. We would have had to. I can't speak. We would have had to see how Tom adjusted to it. Seeing if we got out of that first round, how Tom would have been able to adjust if he was able to adjust. Because similar to Topuria, Topuria is not used to being in a fight where it's not really going his way more often than not. Same thing for Aspinall, he's not really used to being in a fight that's not going his way. He's been tagged here and there in fights, but he's, for the most part, used to being the hammer. He's being the nail for the most part in that first round until the eye poke. So you can only assume how that fight would have looked after. You can only really guess how that fight would have looked afterwards, but Gane looks sharp. Gane looks sharp.
5 feet 11 inches tall. And now, and when the action begins,
Melvin Gillard.
Might jump into I'd actually jump into a little bit of Fight Night Forever. Been meaning to go live, play a little bit of boxing on here. Been playing Fight Night Forever a lot of my free time. Haven't really done a lot of videos on it. On the channel, sheesh, really? Just disregarded everything. Okay, damn near the last fight started, but he's getting started quick.
I don't think it's quite tight enough.
God, dog, he jumped on that quick.
And he escapes. And back to full guard.
I'm interested to see what Tom looks like coming off of this layoff. See if he's able to make some adjustments. For sure, I think Tom's got his work cut out for him. Gane is developing. I think this is Gane's best time right now to win that undisputed title at heavyweight.
Oh, good combination.
As for Poetan, though, I don't want to see Poetan stay at heavyweight. I want to see Poetan go back down to light heavy. Hey, good hook over the top right there. Sits me on my ass. All right. Beautiful. He shoots. Really? Goodness, that takedown is ridiculous. But yeah, I want to see that Oberg versus Poetan fight down to 205. I feel like that's the next move. I don't think Pereira has anything for heavyweights. He came in heavier than Gane, but you saw it on the face-off when they touched gloves. You saw it when they were in front of each other. Gane just looked naturally bigger, even though he wasn't heavier per se.
Under 90 seconds remains in the first of
And
three
yeah, that was the
final
biggest
rounds.
worry
He
for
takes him down again.
Poatan as well. Not just the footwork, but the power.
Just
You know he's gonna
over a
have
minute remains.
a power, not a power advantage, but a power threat
He
at
shoots
all
in.
times. Come on, I
Just
thought I was
about
far
1
away.
minute remains in the first round.
Cage fucking blocked me. All right.
Passes, moves into half guard, moves into full mount here. He's looking for an arm triangle.
All right, I'm good here. I'm good here. Or not. Sticky bastard. All right. There we go. We're good.
Trying to remain calm, see if he can break out of this.
But like
He
going into the
escapes.
fight,
Very nice. Good defense.
not Poatan, damn it. Cyril Gane's got sparring rounds with Big Francis.
Round 1 complete.
And I was just wondering, like,
This is
man,
already my top pick for fight of the night.
I didn't
These guys
think-
are throwing everything they have
like
at
it
each
would have
other.
been legendary and it would have been a shock
That is a
if
round
Poatan was
that
able to
MMA
sleep
fans
him,
will be
but
talking about for
a
quite
guy that
some
could make
time.
middleweight a couple years back and being able to knock out a heavyweight, a guy that's got sparring rounds with Big Francis. Like, if you've been hit by Big Francis, man, I don't think a dude that can make middleweight is going to hit you with anything you haven't felt before. That's basically what happened.
Slip and counter. And here's that
Like, yeah, he's a light
devastating
heavyweight, but he was able to
counter
make
strike. That is
205.
world-class striking right there.
No matter how difficult it was for him to get down to 85, he was able to make it. Gane could never dream of making 85, so that's the difference. I mean, we've seen him drop before by like Tuivasa and stuff like that, but
The beautiful Ariani gets us
this
set
fight with
for round
Poatan
number
here,
2.
like I said, the last fight with Aspinall, Cyril Gane's a different fighter than the one that fought.
We are set for the start of round
One
number
that
2.
fought,
This fight's scheduled for
God
3
dog, off the
5-minute
stool he
rounds.
shoots.
Nice job, double leg.
Something that Hogan fight showed me was his sub game is lacking. Oh yeah, that arm bar was, yeah, that wasn't it at all.
Great reversal.
He was just kind of hugging his arm on the ground right there.
Vicious.
Wasn't really able to put his hip into it at all or anything.
He got blasted, but he seems to have recovered quickly.
Yeah. I think Walter Walker would heel hook Hoke it, yeah, possibly. Possibly, I don't know. I think Hoke's gonna run into a wall somewhere. And especially as he gets
Oh, big
higher up in the
right hand.
division, you know,
That one dropped him.
like
He's
that
hurt.
Cyril
He's
Gane
hurt.
time Aspinall. Hoke's not getting past them.
Joe, this place
He's got some
is
fun
going
fights.
wild. Good counter, though, Joe.
He might be able to make Pavlovich and those guys scrap with him. Like Sergey Pavlovich, and
That one.
The clinch game once again.
I think Volkov is an interesting fight for
Stuffed.
Hoke up next, though. That height, that reach. Probably gonna try to wrestle a lot in that fight as well, but Volkov looks pretty solid as
Beautiful
well.
left hook. Oh,
Has looked
big
pretty
right
solid
hand.
as well
He's
lately.
down.
I'm getting a clean finisher.
Oh, this is ugly, Mike. Oh, he recovers.
See, I don't know. I think Hoke is gonna run into a wall somewhere, but now that gets an older past his prime Derek Lewis. Beautiful outside low kick. Even with the failed submission attempt. Hoke's lack of power at heavyweight too, yeah.
Got the clinch.
He's a light heavyweight, not a light heavyweight, but he's
And good
not a
right hand
heavy.
counter.
Like he's only like in his 230s, and that's not super, light. Like Cain Velasquez was 235, 230 in his prime and stuff like that. So you can make it work, but yeah, he does have a lack of power because Cain could pop.
He's down.
Somehow he's able
Cain
to
could
get
beat
up.
235 in a fight a dude 260, 265, and still sit him down with a combination. Hoke doesn't really have that on him.
Oh, ducking in and counters that nicely.
Hey, beautiful.
Finishes it with the right
Saving Mario. Goodness, that's on character for Mario, stopping that fight late. Letting me kill him with the ground and pound after.
Gets the stoppage.
But yeah, speaking of light heavyweight though, man, I think Hoke definitely could make 205. He definitely
Here we
could.
see it again. This is the
And he probably
knockout
should.
blow. Mouthpiece goes flying.
He probably
That's
should
it.
because he's
Out
definitely going to run into a
cold.
wall with Aspinall and those dudes. He's not getting past Aspinall.
Here you see it again.
He's not getting past
Mouthpiece
Cyril
goes
Gane, I don't
flying.
believe.
Knocks him out cold.
I don't think he's getting past Alexander Volkov. So, yeah, he's going to run into a wall. He's going to have to figure something
Here we
out.
see it again, close up.
Like if he doesn't have the power, he's definitely going to have to develop a submission game or He's got solid ground and pound, though. You know, I think ground and pound is a lost art to a certain extent. We don't see as much ground and pound as we used to back in the day.
Referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4
So if he can, you know, maintain a solid takedown game, a solid takedown threat up there against the big boys and really able to posture up and punish, you may be able to keep yourself safe and eke out some dubs there, but always having to rely on that. It only takes one time for that takedown not to be there, and you're stuck on the feet with a Aspinall, Gane, Volkov, like I said, and you just kind of stuck in open water. O'Malley still looks slick, though, man. I'm not mad at O'Malley. One thing I've noticed about O'Malley, though, is like he's still sharp, still super technical. And but I've noticed he's become more boxing heavy. I mean, he throws his kicks a lot, and he threw a spinning attempt, he threw a wheel kick and stuff like that. But since the Merab fights, his creativity's kind of diminished. You know, he's kind of sticking to, you know, the technical double jab, 1-2, kind of getting the 2 through the guard and stuff like that, splitting the timing. Again, still good timing, good accuracy, still good power on the shots. Switch his stances and stuff like that nicely, but it's not as versatile as he used to be. He used to, you know, have a lot more weapons, used to mix in. I was expecting a lot more, you know, body kicks, lower leg attacks from O'Malley and stuff like that, but no, he kind of just stuck to the boxing for the most part against Zahabi. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be the injuries, maybe. You know, O'Malley's hurt his, you know, broken foot, ankle, whatever it was, and you know, he's had some injuries throughout his career, so that could be playing a factor into it. 'Cause early in his career, man, O'Malley would throw everything in the kitchen sink at you. I mean, he'd throw a fucking right hand, spinning back fist, front kick to the face, wheel kick, all one right after the other. Like, sheesh, and then pop you with a straight left hand up the middle, switching stances. Versus last night, it was kind of pretty much just boxing heavy. Got another rematch here nonetheless, try to avenge this loss. Do Bronx.
And here we go. Joe, how do you approach this fight if you're Melvin Gillard?
Ooh, run him into the jab. Try to get that low kick.
On the planet. I think a lot of people would agree with that, Mike. These are two elite.
But yeah, that power's still there for O'Malley, though. Being able to get that right hand through, beautiful accuracy, and God, dog. Yeah, people shit on heavyweight, but Gane, yeah, those guys. You know, heavyweight's not super deep on the outside of the top 5, but that top 5 at heavyweight's legit. You got to be legit to get in there.
Good combination. That's a huge uppercut.
That's not, yeah, you ain't winning no participation trophies in that top 5. You got to earn your W's.
Just with that one. Nice counter right hand.
Definitely. Beautiful. I love that hook off the jab, man. It's like just, if you can get that step in jab through like that right there. Got his head underneath there that time, but pop his head back.
Nice punches.
Oh, answered by a big body shot.
Yep.
Right hand.
Michael Chandler versus Hoofy. That fight went
Got his back here.
pretty much as expected. Pretty much as expected.
And again, he goes for a ride.
Okay,
Yeah, he was supposed to go in there and basically get worked, and he did.
He's got the back here.
Okay, it's time for Michael Chandler to hang up the gloves. He's not at this level anymore. I don't believe.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there.
Basically, he's just going in there to get beat up. Like, Chandler has how many fights in the UFC now, and he only has 2 W's. And it's Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson. That's like, you know, Dan Hooker's a solid W, but that was a while ago. Tony Ferguson was even a while ago, and that, you know, that was a past Gaethje beating. Beautiful. It's the blobs that give heavyweight a bad look. Well, I mean, yeah, when you got Tuivasa still on the roster on what, a 6-fight loss streak, 6-7-fight losing streak, however many it is now. Yeah, that's always gonna give heavyweight a bad name when you got those dudes still floating around. Hey, gassing. Try to rip the body.
Working the jab.
Good head movement.
Oh, that one dropped him.
He always the blobs.
Him into the guard with that punch.
You know, it's not many Frank Mirs walking around a heavyweight anymore these days. You know, Frank Mir, Minotauro Nogueiras.
These two fighters kept it standing.
You know, those days are gone. Junior Dos Santos, not really, you know. We got him at the top, you know, top 3, top 5, but damn. I don't know. I want to see what Oldberg looks like, though, against Poatan at 205. I think that's a good one.
Here we're seeing that unbelievable
I think that's a
shot
good
that
one.
almost ended the fight. And here was that devastating knee. Bang!
If Conor loses versus Max, you think we get Ely or Chandler? I think Chandler lost it. I think Chandler lost his opportunity. Chandler hasn't won a fight. I mean, if Conor does lose, I mean, they're both off of losses, so they could make it happen, but it's kind of hard to promote two guys off of losses. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why they gave Conor Max, because at least you can promote one guy has a win in recent memory versus Chandler doesn't. You know, you'd have to go all the way back to the Tony Ferguson KO. Other than that, it's pretty much just highlights of him going back and forth with guys that he lost to. You know, Oliveira, Gaethje, Dustin. But if Conor loses, it could be Ilya. If I'm Ilya, that's definitely what you do. Yeah, I mean, Ilya's probably going to want a title shot next for sure. So he's probably going to call for a title no matter who it is, whether Gaethje retires or what. Fight for a vacant belt or maybe a rematch. We'll see when we get there. But if I'm Ilya, that's not a bad fight either. That's a good bounce back, you know. Both be coming off of losses, make that a good co-main. Could be a good co-main for something. Hard to make Conor a co-main, though. Conor does have one more fight on his deal after this Max fight. He says he wants to get it out the way before the end of the year. So as long as this Max fight isn't too much of a beating. Hey, my goodness. Uppercut. Save this man. Goodness, save him. Sheesh. Ilya versus Conor would be the money maker. That's the money. That's the money. Yeah, win or lose. If I'm Ilya Topuria, I'm saying, yeah, give me Conor next.
When he throws this one.
Could you imagine if Conor wins, though, dude? Like, imagine, like, Dustin was supposed to win last night, dude. If Conor beats Max Holloway by some miraculous way, the stars align.
Excellent timing on the button.
Justin's uppercuts are no joke, man. In real life and in the game, dude. He busted up Topuria last night. And that was vicious right there, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki
But
has
dude,
called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes.
if Conor somehow figures out how to beat Max Holloway,
declaring the winner.
I doubt it. I don't see it. Coming off of that leg break, we haven't seen anybody come back the same after snapping their shin in half like that. So I don't see it. I see Max Holloway going in there and getting a second round TKO. First or second round TKO on Conor. But if Conor wins, though, dude, I mean, Arman Tsarukyan, who we're fighting for the belt right here, speak of the devil, this is perfect right here. Arman should be up next, and I feel like I hate that he's not in conversations more because he deserves it. Same way Movsar Evloev deserves a shot at 145, and they just kind of keep stepping over him unfairly. But, man, if Conor wins, though, dude, he's leapfrogging Tsarukyan. And if I'm Justin Gaethje, I would stay for that fight. If I'm Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway wins, I might retire off of that one. You know what I'm saying? Justin Gaethje, leave the gloves down like, all right, all good. Call it a career after the belt. But, you know, if that loss still stinging in the back of his mind, that UFC 200 knockout, Max wins and he wants that fight, you know, he might be able to go to the UFC and be like, yeah, give me Max next and do that rematch later this year. I wouldn't be mad at that. But if Conor wins, though, yeah, you get red penny night, boy. Yeah, you stay, you keep that belt. If I'm Justin Gaethje, you keep that belt and you get that red penny night, boy. Yeah. Fight Conor, get that payday, defend your belt against Conor at the end of the year, and still you won the belt and you got one defense on it. You call it a day with a big fight at the end. Let him back up the truck for you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ilya, yeah, he got a Tony Ferguson level beating. Man, that's what I was saying during the walkouts too, man. I was nervous for Gaethje, but I was like, man, Gaethje's gonna have to have his feet up under him, because that was one thing in that Paddy fight that looked really weird to me, was his feet didn't seem to be under him that well. Like he was kind of flailing a little bit. His balance seemed off. It seemed so awkward. His striking offense seemed so awkward against Paddy. And that's what kind of made me nervous for Gaethje going into this fight, was that Paddy Pimblett fight. But man, he had his feet up under him. He had his base up under him perfectly. Strong base. Stepping into his jab. And again, Topuria's lack of head movement, man. He was trying early, trying to get his head off. But Gaethje was just able to find that jab, and that's what set up the uppercuts. He set up being able to close that distance and just make it a scrap. Try to get that uppercut through here early. Tries to shoot a takedown, man. Let me see. There's that lead uppercut.
Get here to this #1 contender position is a huge accomplishment. I think he's going to be
Bo Nickel got a solid W early on the card as well. It's kind of lackluster with the grappling back and forth, but Bo was doing his thing with a big takedown attempt. Pretty much a Bo Nickel showcase.
Back to side control.
Bo's striking is still developing.
Side control again.
You know, his striking defense is gonna need some. Still gonna have to add some seasoning to it, but slowly but surely, I think he's doing pretty well. And how far he's gonna be able to go in the division, that's up for debate. But I think Bo's gonna be able to get some good W's throughout his career.
Under 3 minutes now.
What do you do with Diego Lopez, though, man? I mean, Diego's just one of those dudes that just keeps losing. He'll win, he'll lose. Good knee. Come on, get back up to the feet. Really, his height doesn't help with head movement much. Not much length to move around. That's true. That's true. For sure. Sure, especially when you got a guy that's bigger than you and the bigger guy is smothering into you. He's the one putting his forehead into your chest, and he's like the smaller opponent, or he's the bigger opponent, rather. Yeah, he's not really giving you any room to really duck and hide and get away from the shots like that. Man, but Gaethje really did, dude. He really did rewind the clock back to 2020 and gave us a Tony Ferguson-level performance. That was what he needed, and dude, that's usually not what happens. And you're saying, like, man, for a guy to win, he has to rewind the clock 6 years and bring out an old performance, an old version of himself. That's usually too far gone. That's usually asking for too much. Not for Justin Gaethje, though, man. Fighting, dude, I'm telling you. Greatest sport in the world, man. It's the greatest sport in the world. Like, man, you can't do MMA math. Like, man, Ilia Topuria can sleep Max Holloway can sleep Gaethje, but dude, you can't do MMA math. It just don't add up. When those 4-ounce gloves start swinging, man, it's too many things left up. It's too many variables. It's too many variables. Dude.
Let's go to the replay.
Like I said, man, I'm still buzzing off that card, man. That was just
unbelievable shot that almost ended the fight.
But what do you do with Diego Lopez? I was saying, man. Diego Lopez, he kind of comes in, he keeps, you know, like he's not able to get the belt. He's able to get to the doorstep, get to the title fight. He's been there a couple times already, but just kind of gave 2 of the same performances against Volkanovski. UFC's kind of counting on Volkanovski not being around much longer, and he shouldn't be. We'll see, but I mean, I feel like as soon as Volkanovski leaves, I think Movsar Evloev is gonna be like, "Yep, thank you, thanks for that belt." You know, I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to hang with Movsar Evloev, at least for right now. We'll see. We'll see, but Diego Lopez is in a weird spot. He's gonna be like in that Cyril Gane spot, getting like a 3rd, 4th title attempt. Just to really have the Rocky IV moment, surviving those body shots, man. I just knew it was over after that hook to the body. You could hear the shot, you heard it, just right to the liver. You seen it in his face too. Gaethje was grimacing up against the fence. Diego versus Yair Rodriguez or Lerone Murphy. Yeah, but where's Yair, dude? Like, Yair doesn't even fight that often anymore. I mean, he never has. God, dog. All right.
The power in that finishing punch.
Sheesh, that was a nice right hand over the top. Diego versus Lerone Murphy, though. I like that fight next. I like that fight next for sure. Lerone Murphy needs a good bounce back after, because Movzar was his last fight, wasn't it?
Look at the power in that left
Movzar
hook.
was,
Perfect position.
Movzar kind of beat him on the feet, too, a little bit, surprisingly. He was,
and the amount of torque he gets into that is
surprisingly
just
enough, not using his takedown
Incredible
advantage as much as we
amount of
thought he
torque
would in
puts
that
into
Lerone Murphy fight, but yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, 145 could get interesting. It could get interesting. And I'm interested to see what Aaron Pico does. Pico got slept by Lerone Murphy. He was able to get a solid W, adjusted well in that Patricio Pitbull fight. Even though Pitbull's older, but that was a good fight to get, come back off of a loss, get his toes wet in the UFC. But dude, I'm interested to see how Pico develops. Pico's one of my favorites. I've been watching Aaron Pico for years, since I was in fucking middle school. I was watching Pico wrestle for the world team freestyle when I was wrestling in school and whatnot, man. So I'm a big Pico fan, regardless. Like to see how he adjusts. I think they might give Aljo Lerone Murphy. Yeah, okay. I like that too. Aljo deserves a good next fight too as well. So, god damn. All right, but yep. Since Yair and Diego have beef, yeah, for sure. That'd be a good fight though. Hey man, that's all we talking about is fun fights. And yo, Aljo versus Lerone Murphy. I like that fight. And Yair Rodriguez, Diego Lopez, that's a fun fight. You ain't gonna hear me saying no to that one. Let's move up to heavyweight, though, after we got that belt for Justin Gaethje. Move right up to heavyweight. Sheesh. He's Surreal Gone, the current, and once again, UFC interim heavyweight champion. Look who we starting out with, Alexander Volkov, big man. You got some fun fights, man. That's always the fun thing about after a card. So when you got so many different possibilities, so many different directions you can go with the guys that won, the guys that lost even. But man.
Round one is underway. Joe, what do you think's going through the mind of Czech Congo coming
so many different options.
That he is a force to be reckoned with in the division.
Give me that body kick right there. Good defense here from the big man early upstairs.
Yeah, he's definitely got the tools to one day.
I wonder though, once Volkanovski retires, we think I'm pretty much thinking Movzar Evloev gets that belt, right? Has Movzar versus Volk been confirmed yet? I have not seen anything. UFC they're not eager to get that fight in there, seems like. They're not super eager at giving Movzar a title shot. He doesn't really have the style. I think that's why Movzar fought that Murphy fight the way he did, trying to be a little bit more exciting.
But he recovers.
But even still, I think the UFC's waiting on somebody like just anybody else. Actually, I think they damn near want to give it to Aljo before they give it to Movzar, but they kind of can't. But then again, man.
Oh, big hook. Boom.
That's it.
He rocked him with that hook, Mike. He's hurt badly. He's down. Oh.
100 pound on the way down. How many shots did I land on the way down?
Wow, what a display.
I'll take it. Solid first debut. But no, Movzar versus Volk hasn't been confirmed yet. I haven't heard anything about that one. I don't think the UFC's eager to put that together. They're getting to a point where they have no choice, though. I mean, they've been at that point. He's the #1 contender, same as Arman Tsarukyan, just waiting. Just waiting for his shot. Watch them make Volk versus Diego 3. Psh, that would be insane, man. I know we're joking, but man, that would be fucking crazy. That there's no way. Especially not off of a Steve Garcia knockout. No. It was a solid KO. It was a solid victory for Lopez, but nah. I don't think Diego deserves another title shot unless Volkanovski's retired. Until Volkanovski retires, Lopez is gonna have to take a back seat and just kind of keep getting wins until Volk gets out the way. Because as long as Volk is there, I think he needs to just Yeah, no. Especially when both of those fights pretty much went the exact same way. Pretty much went the exact same way. I mean, he has some daylight in that second fight with Volk. And some decent shots here and there, I remember, but Volkanovski, for the most part, was able to copy and paste his performance in the first one to the second fight. Wasn't really able to cut Volkanovski off, just kind of letting Volkanovski dance on the outside. Got the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. Yet another rematch. And another fighter from the UFC White House event last night. Solid left-hand start.
Yeah, I think he has a real good chance of making it.
That outside legs. Watch that power coming back our way. Beautiful body kick on the exit. Ooh, catching Derek sitting still. You don't sit still, I'll take it. Forgot he had that spinning elbow on him. Like that pull counter.
Those are snapping his head back, Mike.
Not there for give me that push.
Quick hands. Rothwell is bleeding here. Nice right hand.
Give me that body. Come on, drop those hands for me. I'm thinking after that last night's performance for O'Malley, though, I'm thinking they're probably going to do the Piotr Jan, Merab Dvalishvili rematch at 135 for the Undisputed belt down there. It was a solid finish, and I can see if they put O'Malley in there for the... Yes. Oof. Jesus. Welcome to heavyweight. Bro, yeah. Man. But yeah, I can see them making the O'Malley versus Piotr Jan fight if Merab isn't ready. But I'm thinking they're probably going to go Merab for the rematch. But yeah, bro, man.
And here we see it again. Good night.
Another night of fights. Another great night of fights. What's going on with you, brother? What's going on?
Boom, and that's all she wrote.
Another beautiful KO finish.
And with our official decision,
thinking about jumping on my Zabit Magometriupov career mode on here as well. Maybe after this title mode, or maybe another one. Another one after this. Actually, I might do a simulation on live here. I might do a Poatan versus Oldberg simulation on here. Man, but Poatan really lost. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Goodness me, yeah. Phew, yeah, he got did dirty. He got introduced to heavyweight in the worst way. In the worst way, man. I mean, he came in heavier on the scale, but you could just see it when they were in the face-offs with each other pre-fight, when they touched gloves, weigh-ins. Khan was just wider naturally and lighter on his feet naturally. O'Malley emoting was picture perfect. Oh, yeah, but you know, that's O'Malley. O'Malley's always good for those moments, those spots right there after knockouts.
UFC Store. The sport lives
here. He has a hobby falling over, trying to get back up. In the background, him saluting. Yeah. O'Malley's always good for those moments. Speaking of another person at the White House, sheesh, Tyson Fury. They gave him a whole walkout and everything. That was one thing. That's the only thing I could really complain about last night was the pacing in between fights. They were taking forever to get those fights in between, get those fights in the cage. I mean, I understand they were going to do like some promo packages and stuff like that, videos and stuff in between, but man, for 7 fights, they made sure they dragged those. They dragged a lot of them. As we got to like the last 3, it seemed like they kind of got quicker, but it seemed like those first 3 fights of the night, dude, they were dragging. We got them there, though. Once they got in the cage, they were worth it. The weight was worth it. So can't complain too much. It was a good night of fights.
Just missed with that one.
Give him that step-in jab nicely. Actually,
nice job,
beautiful timing on that takedown. His posture up. They did some boxing promos with the live band and everything, man. Now, the band was on point, too, man. The band playing Derek Lewis's walkout song. Like, man, I was going crazy. I was going crazy. I was wondering when they go play Derek's walkout, and they did. That went hard. Poatan's walkout is Poatan. You know, that's always going to look awesome. Gaethje, though. Gaethje coming out to the Johnny Cash. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no grave, bro. My God, I was like, this is either a funeral or this is about to be something special. And sure enough, it was the latter. It was something special. The walkouts were nice, man. The band, everything was on point.
Oh, that one dropped him.
Everything in that regard was on point.
That one. He looked hurt, but he recovered quick.
Getting back up and finished with a clean one.
Nuts.
Introduced Tyson Fury to heavyweight MMA. Not there for you, not there for you. Bang! Night, night. Saving Big Dan.
The power in that finishing punch.
But yeah, Zuffa Boxing. He's Tyson Fury's signed to Zuffa Boxing now, which is interesting. Supposed to be getting the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight. And I might jump into Fight Night Forever in this live stream as well.
Here he steps into the
Somebody
middle
run
of
that
the
fight in there.
highway, and the semi
See what's
runs
going
him
on over there on that
How
side of
good
the
is
street.
that?
Another solid KO.
See it one more time. He just nails him with that.
That's a highlight reel knockout right there, Joe.
Yeah, the band was on point last night, man. I can't complain about anything. The walkouts were nice. The walkouts were surreal, man. Was I the only one tripping about the walkouts?
Lights go out.
That was the biggest thing that just made the event for me, was just seeing them walk out of the White House and walk down the steps. I'm like, oh, this shit is different.
At 3 minutes,
Like, this shit is different.
seconds of
Like, as a fight fan, man, you think you've seen it all. You think you've seen everything, and you see something like that last night. And I was just like, oh, okay. Fighting can still surprise me. The fight game can still surprise me after all these years. Been a fight fan for like the last 15 years of my life, man. It's like seeing a little bit of everything. But dude, that last night is like, okay, I haven't seen it all. The game can still surprise me. Those walkouts, man. Just that made the event feel special, regardless of what side you're on. You know what I mean? Not even gonna get into that. It was just a great night of fights, bro. That's all I cared about. I just want to see some great fights, and that's what we got. That's all you can ask for as a fight fan.
Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Boost Mobile. And now with the official introductions
You know
of
what I'm
our
saying?
fighters.
The Sphere, man. The Sphere was a solid event too. It was a solid event that they did a gamble on. They made it look awesome. And I thought the Sphere was pretty dope, but man, they topped it with this one. I feel like this tops the Sphere.
And now,
Just card quality,
to begin our first bout of the evening.
production. I think this might top the Sphere a little bit for me.
Heavyweight division. This man is a freestyle
I didn't think the
fighter.
UFC was gonna do anything that,
Fighting
or try anything
out of
like
the red
that.
corner. This man is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter. He stands 6 feet 3
They had
inches
great
tall,
musical range. They
weighing in
didn't
at
they, man? The band,
240
dude.
pounds. Fighting out of Rio
Like, man, I was telling you, I was bumping to Derek Lewis's walkout the whole way. I was like, ooh, it was hitting it. I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it at all.
And when the action
Why is
begins,
Jalton Almeida giving you a side eye?
this contest is Dan
Sheesh.
Miragliotta.
I don't know, probably because he's not in the UFC. Like, why am I not still here?
Mike Goldberg alongside my
But Tai
partner, Joe
Tuivasa
Rogan,
is.
And we are ready to get this fight started.
Probably
Chicago,
that.
Minotauro Nogueira. And here we go.
You know, Jalton Almeida, I don't know. He deserved to stay in the UFC, I feel like, especially like I
He's been
said,
pretty successful as of late.
if Tuivasa is going to stay on a 6-7 fight losing streak.
That's the kind of winning streak that gets attention.
But, you know, they want fun fights. And I guess if Tuivasa is going to lose, I mean, Tuivasa's fights aren't always fun, even. But, you know, if he's going to lose, he's probably going to get his ass kicked, so. At least you get something from it versus Jalton Almeida. If he's winning or losing, it might not be great. Try to work Jalton Almeida here. They'll shut that down. Good pressure here early. Get some respect. Yeah, push kick to the body. Yeah.
Good body shot.
Not there for it. Beautiful. Give him up. Ah, the high kick gets upstairs. A little delay, still gets through. Some extra grounded pound, okay. Get it back up to the feet. Keep the pressure, keep the pressure. Dig into his body, keep the pressure. Over the top, give me that outside leg, mix it up.
And now he's answered.
Ooh, almost with the spin. See if I can put him out with that.
He's down.
See if I can put him out with the spin.
But he recovers.
Back up to the feet you go. I had
And
landed.
the crowd again Chanting for
Try it one more time here.
Rodrigo Nogueira.
Solid inside low kick there from Almeida. There it is. There it is. Clean spin. He ran into it. He ran into it perfectly.
Congo with the victory.
Oh, he ran into it perfectly. That was a beautiful spin. That's a highlight. Let's see who's holding this belt for us.
So much torque in
Look at
He
that.
gets some serious
Oh, it's
momentum into
perfect.
this, doesn't he?
Temple.
Perfectly executed.
Right to the temple.
Here we see it again. And that's it.
Look at that. Spinning elbow make John Jones jealous. Whew.
Right on the button, Joe.
That's nice.
That, my friends, is a fighter who has no idea.
What we
just
think about
happened.
UFC 6? What we guys think about UFC 6 that just dropped?
Has the official
I've got some
decision.
thoughts on it, but I want to hear what you guys think a little bit. They cut Rosenstruik and Almeida, but keep tight to Ivasa. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised about the Rosenstruik one as well. Rosenstruik wasn't Rosenstruik was kind of up and down as well, but
Congo.
then again, though, man, it's like, dude, if you're gonna keep Tuivasa, dude, there was no reason to cut Rosenstruik. Almeida was winning, so Almeida really shouldn't have got cut, I feel, in my opinion. But yeah, cutting Rosenstruik was weird. Both of them was pretty weird, but I don't know. That's the state of heavyweight. That's where we're at right
It's
now.
our co-main event of the evening.
Welcome to heavyweight in
collision
2026.
between Junior Dos Santos and
JDS,
France's
former
most fearsome striker,
heavyweight champion in front of
Congo.
us. An OG. And JDS, we talked about this after.
Our tale
I
of the
talked about it
tape
rather in one of
is
my
brought to you
videos.
by the only motorcycles worthy
About
of being
JDS
in
getting
the
slept at that
octagon.
Netflix
Harley
MVP card, man.
Davidson.
Sheesh.
And now with the official
Always breaks my heart seeing the
introductions,
OGs get slept
veteran
like
voice of
that.
the octagon.
Especially when you knew them in their
Here is
prime, when you were
Bruce
around for their prime.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
know, it's one thing when you're watching guys that you weren't around to see.
co-main event of the evening.
And you see them older and stuff like that, and you're just like, you know, you don't really get a feel for what they were. But when when you were around for JDS when he beat Cain Velasquez and stuff like that, man. And JDS in his peak,
He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall.
and you see guys just get to that, get past that point.
Fighting out of Paris, France.
UFC 6 just seems like UFC 5 with Flow State. There you go. There you go. That's pretty much exactly what I thought. I don't know. It just,
This man is a boxer
the Flow State, I don't know. I don't like the Flow State at all. That gray screen, like, I noticed it when they did it with the red screen on UFC 5. I turned that shit off immediately because that just takes you out of the game. So I turned that red screen off, and I didn't even play UFC 5 that much. But hopefully that flow state is an option to turn off. But I haven't seen anything that says it was.
in charge of this contest is Herb Dean.
It's like that kind of sucks. It seems like with the striking animations, every video I see with striking animations, it seemed like they were almost there. Like, it seemed like they were trying to tighten up some of the movements and make them a little bit cleaner. I don't know, like, tell me, am I tripping? Like, does some of the movement seem choppy to you? Like, some of the striking, like, it seems like some of the movement, like, oh, don't even get me started. Like, I saw a clip of Poirier pulling up his shorts, and it seemed like he just scratched his kneecap or some shit. That looked horrible. That looked horrible. Like, he, like, awkwardly reached down and, like, scratched his kneecap. Looked like he was supposed to be pulling up his shorts or whatever. But it seems like they were trying to switch up the striking animation and make it a little smoother, but they ran out of time. So it kind of looks like a beta.
He is getting battered.
Like, it almost looks like a beta almost to me. Like
He's got his back.
they ran out of time, which is weird, considering how much time they get in between these games. But I mean, hey, you know, you're gonna have faith in these sports, you know, these sports games pretty much all become the same thing. You know, MLB, same game every year. I play that game. Madden, of course, 2K, you know, all that shit. Now you get what you get every year. You get an updated graphics, and it's pretty much the best you can hope for. If they add something to the game, hey,
Both guys staying in tight.
that's it. But pretty much getting the same game every year, or every release. Watch people play UFC 6 Shadows. The shadows seem really bad, like everything looks darker. Yeah, the lighting. That too. It's like the lighting from above. Yeah. That's another one too. I don't know, the lighting in UFC 5 is definitely better. So they
Now he's answered. Oh, my.
yeah, they regressed on that part.
Under 90 seconds
I don't know,
remains.
man. I feel like I was just talking about it earlier, man. I would just love to have a Muay Thai kickboxing game, dude. I've been seeing some. I follow a couple people on Instagram that were working on
It takes more time for those punches to land, and the shorter,
working on some kickboxing and Muay Thai games, and they had like a boxing mode in there. I can't remember, it was like interactive or something. I can't remember what the company was called. I wish I knew off the top of my head. But man, I would love to have a kickboxing game.
He's got his back here.
Like, dude, and like even if like you can't get licensing and stuff like that for the real fighters and stuff like that, shit, just like what we got right here. Let the mod community get a hold of it with a kickboxing game, dude. Like, could you imagine?
Let's hope their corner suggests throwing
We got a solid like Muay Thai game, and we get like,
anything on the feet.
man, we get like Sanchai, and we get Nongo Gayanga Dao, and kickboxing side we get Super Leg Pech Panamrung, bro. Oh, my favorite kickboxer, Giorgio Petrosian. Dude, the mod community, dude, we put in Super Bond, maybe even, hey, definitely Ramon Deckers, bro. Like, oh my God. Heavyweight, we get Badr Hari or something like that, man. I've been dying for a kickboxing game for years. For years.
Perfect movement here.
Like, dude, just give us like the bones of a solid game with solid movement, solid physics, and let the mod community get a hold of it.
Back in and
Let them add the fights, man. Put in a, you know what I'm saying? Let them add Jonathan Haggerty and Rod Tang and Rico Verhoeven, whatnot.
The beautiful Shandella with us tonight.
Go over to Glory Kickboxing, put in one of my other favorites over there, Donovan Weesay. Man, dude, a kickboxing game, dude, I would love.
Second round, fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Cedric Doumbé over there, man.
He's got the clinch.
Just thinking about it is making me sad. I think they tried to increase the graphics, which ended up making shadows way too dark, yo.
Oh, beautiful
Solid. High kick.
Nice high kick. Oh,
Sitting
big
down.
right hand, he's down. Oh.
Take one, let's get this finish.
Back there, but it looks like he's recovered.
Slowing down a little bit.
And the chance begin for
About to get this
Junior
finish here. You ready to go?
Dos
Just need one clean one. Ooh, both pulling.
Nice hook and an uppercut afterwards.
Spin, got tangled up.
big right. What an
Head movement on
onslaught
JDS.
attack
Tighten
there.
up your late.
Good counter though, Joe.
Yeah, dig to the body. Ooh, okay. JDS pushing late. Come on, son. Head movement on point.
Good battle inside.
Chop.
Push kick.
Switch.
Oh, over the top. Congo is breathing heavy
Slowing
right now,
down.
Mike.
Damn it. That's what I get for being at heavyweight. That's what you get when you're at heavyweight, rather.
Excellent combination.
Come on, get the chin on JDS. Need to recover a little bit of gas. Nope, not there. Here it is.
Oh, but he
Really?
left hand.
Left.
This chin is nuts.
Under 2 minutes remains
All
in round
right.
number 2. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Boom.
Okay. Dude, if he rocks me, that'd be insane.
Uh-oh, these are big strikes.
Yeah, that was bad. I should have separated. I should have separated. Separate.
Both fighters continuing to try to get
How do
to
we
a more
think
dominant
Poatan
position.
versus Oberg looks, though, once we get there?
Under a minute remains.
Or if we get there, if Poatan decides to go back down, which I think he should. I think that's a solid matchup. I don't know.
45 seconds remains.
Oberg's got to
Teeing
recover
away.
from that knee injury that he suffered against
Trying to punish the midsection.
Prohaska, but
And he answers.
I think he should be okay. We'll see, though. You know, ACLs and stuff like that, touch and go.
Nice counter right, he's down.
Fudge.
Wow, that right hand.
That timing was nice, and he got me. Oh, he got me.
Is as
Okay.
vicious a display of
Okay.
ground and pound that you and I have seen in a long time.
Okay.
That was
I stepped
very,
into
very
that one.
nasty.
JDS's chin was on point.
Really
All right.
ruthless performance here. Got on top.
God, dog, talk about
and just
Poatan. Got
hammered
finished.
him into submission.
Look at it from this angle.
Man. the name of the game.
Here's Bruce
It's the name of the game.
the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called.
I was not expecting to lose that one. What we lose at 451 round 2. Let me see here. Look at his health, man. 89%, dude. I only needed one big one, and he just wasn't giving it to me. But 100% for me is insane. I didn't realize he was touching me up upstairs that much. God, dog. I don't know. I'm really interested to see what Oberg versus Poatan looks like, though.
It's a
I think that's definitely more Poatan speed.
Jones and France's most fearsome striker,
Poatan would have to do what he did to Anki. Otherwise, I think Oberg might KO Poatan. Sheesh, really? I can see it. I can see it. Both guys definitely heavy-handed. And if they get into an exchange or something like that, you know, even with Oberg up against the fence as we saw against Prohaska, if they both throwing at the same time, yeah, for sure, he could sleep Poatan. I can see that.
This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC.
Yeah, if he comes out and just puts that pressure on him immediately, backs him up. But that's pretty much the story of every Poatan fight, is just him cutting you off. But
6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds.
I don't know, what's the reach on what's the reach difference? I'm gonna have to look at the reach difference between those two. No, because he's definitely got the height for Poatan.
Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial where the action begins. Our referee in charge.
Yeah, I don't know. Oberg is a tough opponent.
Yves Levine,
And I think I'm gonna run that simulation after this one.
Chick Congo, John Jones. And we are underway.
Yeah, Poatan's head movement isn't the best. Yeah, he does just kind of like step in and lean. That's pretty much the gist of his head movement. It's just
after his previous loss.
oh, shit. Excuse me. God, dog. All right, excuse me. Hang on. All right, my bad. Excuse me. Nonetheless, we got a rematch with John Jones here, but yeah, Poatan's head movement isn't the best, though. He really does rely on just kind of leaning back out of range and stuff like that, which is dangerous. Because when he does lean back out of range and stuff like that, he does extend his arms out and drops his guard, which what got him popped a lot of times with Roundtree when Roundtree was closing distance. He would just kind of lean back and Roundtree would just kind of blitz through it while Poatan's hands were down. Or was out extended and wasn't guarding himself, guarding his head. Man. Ooh, shit.
He's got the takedown.
That's on me as soon as I scratch my face. Both 6'4", 79, 77 for Oberg. Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, 2-inch reach difference, that's nothing. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be it's probably gonna come down to who lands the first big shot, probably. You know, technically how we get there as far as like where we are in the cage, who's pressing on the front foot, that's the interesting part of it, is how we get there to the finish. But it might come down to who lands the first big shot,
Moves into full mount
who
here.
gets hurt.
Able to posture
Here
up
we go,
for
we're getting
full
worked by
mount.
John Jones. They're trying to avenge another Cyril
If he
Gahn
can
loss.
flatten out his opponent, Joe, he can
Coming
put
off
in
of
a
that loss
choke to
to
with both hooks in.
Junior Dos Santos.
Oh, beautiful
There it is.
left hook. He's right. Oh,
High
he
kick,
got
beautiful.
hurt. He's down. Oh.
Let's go. Clean, baby. Clean, baby.
Referee.
Give me that W off the high kick. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. That's clean.
With the victory.
Yeah, I don't think that 2-inch reach difference is going to be much. So, yeah, it's going to come down to who lands.
Ground and pound 101.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay.
It's probably going to come down to who's on the front foot, too. But Oberg, I think, can sleep Poatan, even on the back foot like he did with Prohaska. So,
Step in and stop the fight.
psh, man, you never know with 4-ounce gloves, dude. You never know. UFC Undisputed 3, though, man. Best ground and pound ever.
Bruce Buffer has the official
Best
decision.
ground and pound animations ever.
Referee Mark Smith has called a stop to this
Physics,
contest
watch the head
at
bounce
3
up and down and shit like that,
14
man.
seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by...
All right, well, we avenged that loss to John Jones, and we're back on track after that JDS loss. And damn it, that's the thing I hate right here. You see JDS right behind us in the rankings, so we don't get a rematch. That's bogus. But we got Velasquez and Lesnar up in front of us before we get to a Stipe fight. Or Kane might take the belt off of Stipe before we get there if they give us Lesnar. Let's see.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision.
I'm still thinking
between
about if we had a
the ultra-popular
kickboxing game though, man. Like,
Brock Lesnar and France's most fearsome
man, being
striker,
able to play with like a
Chip
Badr
Congo.
Hari, a prime Badr Hari or something like that, man. Dog.
Our tale of the tape is brought to you by
Give us like some
Dodge.
Ernesto Hoost. Oh, come
We are
on.
now set for the
Come
official
on, dude. And
introductions,
if they had
and
like
with
the
that,
animation
here
specific
is
too, like
Bruce
if they could really
Buffer.
get animation specific
Ladies and gentlemen, this
for certain fighters, because you know Ernesto Hoost throws leg kicks differently
of the evening.
compared to like a Badr Hari and whatnot, and Rico Verhoeven, and
Live
you know Ramon Deckers is much more aggressive with his hands and stuff like that on the way in. My goodness.
It's
Versus Sanchez, kind of light on his feet, in and out.
3 rounds in the UFC.
39 next month. Yeah, that's big too.
Introducing first.
That's a big one too. I mean,
Out of the blue corner. This
yeah.
is a
I mean,
freestyle
age
fighter.
usually for the heavier guys usually shows up later, but 39 is getting up there. He at the doorstep. He at that doorstep.
16.4 stone. Fighting out of
Yeah.
Paris, France. Surreal Bongo.
39 years old, and you know you're not getting any faster as the clock keeps ticking.
And now,
You don't get faster with the years.
out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler. He stands 6
If anything, you start to
feet,
lose.
3
You
inches
start to lose. You know,
tall.
half second of
265
timing and
pounds.
reflexes as years go on,
18.9
months go
stone.
on.
Fighting out of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and when the action begins, our referee
Yeah,
in
I
charge
don't know,
of this
man.
contest.
Chip Congo, Brock Lesnar.
What Alex has been able to do in his career, though, in the last 4 years, 5 years, is insane, though. We haven't seen a run like this, like,
a big win in his last appearance.
man.
Yeah, I think he has a real good chance of making it 2 in a row.
2 belts,
He fights
attempting a
as well as
third
he did
belt,
the
like,
last time.
the fact that he just attempted it, it's crazy.
Nice sprawl, good takedown defense.
Kick Lesnar's ass, though, nonetheless.
Those are snapping his head back, Mike.
Lesnar's got nothing for me. I'm not giving you nothing, Lesnar. No, sir.
Nice left hook.
Ooh.
And he's down.
There's that takedown. Stayed in the pocket.
Pushes him off
Nope.
with the feet.
Oh, big shot.
Solid.
Oh,
Put him in the blender.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Put him in the blender. Getting back up.
He was hurt, but he
Getting back up
snapped
for me.
And another.
Oh, he rocked him bad here,
Right
Mike.
back down.
Boom.
Catches the first one. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
he
okay.
recovers.
No, sir.
Again, the chance for Brock Lesnar.
This is checkmate. Might get a title shot off of this one. Let's see.
Now he's answered.
Oh, another. Oh,
Hey, leave him be. I'm not even going to jump on him. Clean W.
Knockout.
Ugh. Look how you left him.
Chip Congo with the victory.
Left him out bad. Man, I want to say thank you guys, though, for 513 subs, though, man. I appreciate all you guys for rocking with me.
When he throws this one,
513 subs, bro.
that is
Let's look
one
at it
powerful
again.
Man.
dude, Joe. Watch.
That's a lot of
And
it, bro. I
lights out.
appreciate that. Wasn't expecting that many subs when I first started this channel, but hey, man, if you guys like it, I love it.
Great angle here.
Let's go. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and man, whatever you guys want to see in the comments, you guys just let me know.
And with our
You guys just
official
let me know in the
decision,
comments, and I got you.
here is Bruce Buffer.
Got this is a Beat Magometry Pav career mode. We're about to finish up soon. Saw some comments wanting the Edson Barboza career mode, so definitely got that one queued up. That one's up next.
Declaring the winner by knockout.
Definitely got some fun with Edson Barboza, man. As soon as I saw that comment, as soon as I saw those comments for Barboza, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Earns the victory.
It's Barboza coming up. That was one of my favorites. That switch kick to the body, dude. Oh, that switch kick to the body is just vicious. We got some fun giving Barboza the Muay Thai style. Love the Undisputed. Yes, sir. Man. It's my favorite game, bro. I'm telling you, I play this game like every day.
It's a heavyweight
Every
collision
day, man. I've been
between
playing this
National
game,
Wrestling Champion
UFC Undisputed
Cain
3, for like, what, the last
and France's
fucking
most
13 years
fearsome
now or whatever,
striker,
however long it's been now.
Chip
It's like, dude, I just keep coming back to it. 'Cause it's like we haven't got anything
Congo.
better.
Our tale of the tape is
And
brought
UFC
to you
2 was
by
on its
big
way.
motorcycles worthy
UFC
of
2, I
being
mean
in the
EA.
octagon.
UFC
Harley
3
Davidson.
from EA, it was on its
And
way.
now
It seemed
with
like they
our
were on their
official
way.
introductions, Bruce
I really
Buffer.
enjoyed UFC 2, and I thought UFC 3 was an improvement. But 4, 5, and 6 just don't seem, you know,
Of the evening.
just don't seem it for me, man. I think, you know, I think I'm
Now, live
gonna sit those
from
out.
the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
I bought UFC 5 and I knew I shouldn't have. I barely played it. Barely played it, but
3 rounds
UFC 6
in the
year, nah, I'm
UFC
keeping my money this year.
heavyweight Division. Introducing first.
Keeping the money this year.
Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter.
Get this Cain
He stands
Velasquez
6 feet
fight
and now,
nonetheless.
Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler and a kickboxer. He stands 6 feet and when
Yeah,
the
that
action
Edson Barboza
begins,
career mode
the
once we
referee in
started.
charge of this
I'm starting that
contest
soon.
is Mario
Like I
Yamasaki.
said, we're gonna give him that Muay Thai style.
Yamasaki, our referee. Mike
Yeah, give him that
Goldberg
Muay Thai
with Joe
style in the
Rogan,
game,
and
and boy, we're gonna get his switch kicks up. Boy, I can't
Chicago,
wait. Oh, I
Cain
can't wait.
Velasquez.
Once we get that
And here
speed up
we
there, what's
go.
going on
Joe,
with you?
what do you think's going through the
Yes,
mind
sir.
of Jeff Congo coming into this fight?
Welcome to the
He is
party,
one
brother.
win away from a shot at the UFC
Edson Barboza, though,
heavyweight
man,
title.
that speed. I'm able to play with his speed, play with his power. Once we get like halfway through that career mode, and we got his stats up to where we need him to be power-wise, speed-wise. Move him up to 55 and get Barboza some gold. I'm getting worked here on the canvas early. Let's get some respect. Got a left hand through, get some respect early. Solid. There we go. Knee to the body, that's what we need. Can I get another one? I sure can. Try to double the left. Mix up the targets.
Push kick.
Ooh-wee. Watch the takedown, watch the takedown, watch the takedown.
Oh, nice left and a right.
Know it's coming.
Under 3 minutes now.
Beautiful. This is probably dumb. Do it anyway. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Beautiful timing.
He's got his back.
I said it. As soon as I thought about the spin, this is probably dumb. I'm gonna do it anyway. Should have spun right there when he ran at me.
Well over 2 minutes remains in round number 1.
Might have got it.
Great
Got a little bit of that
combinations.
one.
I like the way he's mixing these up.
Back to open water.
Oh, big kick. Oh, big left hook.
Just trying to get Cain to drop those hands for me so I can hurt him upstairs. Digging into his body will hurt him a little bit. Already know about Cain Velasquez's.
He can't take many
Cain
more of these,
Velasquez.
Joe.
Cain's, Jesus, can't even speak. Cain's gas tank, mixing up words in my
Oh, he
head.
got tagged to the hook.
So the knees to the body isn't gonna do much to his gas.
Just over a minute remains.
We're able to damage his body though.
Beautiful hook.
Just about 1 minute remains in
Well,
the
it'll take
first
some
round.
off his gas
And
for
now
sure.
he's answered.
Give him that left hand through, no
45
good.
seconds remains in the first round.
Nice body kick.
Good counter though, Joe.
Almost with the pull.
Oh, answered by a big body shot.
Give him that push. Ooh, that was good timing. There's the hands.
Teeing away. Round 1 is
Ooh,
complete. Joe,
just late,
both
just short.
fighters seem
Needed to
determined
step in on that
to
high
keep
kick. I
this
might have
fight
got it.
standing.
And the crowd here seems to
All right,
appreciate
let's take it to
a
the
good
stool. Let's get to
striking
round number
match
2.
like.
See what we get in round 2.
Let's go to the replay of that round, Mike.
Yeah,
This
I'm thinking
was
about adding some more,
just a beautiful
Thinking about doing some
slam
simulations
and
on
counter. And look
Fight
at the
Night Forever.
speed on this takedown here.
I don't know, I'm thinking about,
so much athleticism.
You know, we got
Right here
Errol
we see
Spence
that
coming back soon,
tremendous
so we'll see
counter
about
shot
doing a
land.
simulation or a showcase maybe for him somewhere.
Solid striking on display in that round.
Floyd
Mike.
Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch has been talked about this year. Might get that later this year, so I might do a simulation in Undisputed. We're up. Yeah. You guys know what I'm saying.
This is round
Fight Night
2.
Forever, not
And
Undisputed.
here
Fight
we
Night
go.
Forever, excuse me. Not Undisputed, sheesh.
What an exchange here.
Yeah, might get some simulations done over there. That was a beautiful drop. I'm not mad at that.
Bit of a cut here on Velasquez,
Let's go.
Mike.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Big right hand. He's down. Oh.
Ah, come on.
He got blasted, but he seems to have recovered.
Let's get him out of my way. If I separate him, hit him with his knee. Never mind. Cain pushes off.
Rallying behind Cain Velasquez.
Both guys staying in tight. Velasquez.
Yo,
oh,
off of that spin is beautiful.
He's hurt. That
Really?
one dropped him.
Oh, looking
Still got a lot of gas. We're good. Boom. Another knee. Here we go. There it is.
Oh, he's even hurt more. Oh,
Got underneath it. Should take my grounded pound. Come on. Gone, man. Back up. I didn't want to finish with the knee. I'm free. Here we go. Word. Word. There it is. Give me that. Goodness. I'm about to say I'm biting through that. I'm biting through that. I'm not giving you that. Rocked me, but I'm not giving you that. Bite through it. Whew. Velasquez was a tough one, dude. Velasquez and JDS didn't go quietly.
Perfect technique, perfect timing, perfect execution.
And a huge victory.
And again, and here's the knockout blow.
What a great job.
Golly.
Right on the button.
And this last week of spring is kicking my ass. Golly.
And with the official decision.
Yeah, Velasquez and JDS didn't go quietly, and funnily enough,
has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes.
2 men involved in probably the greatest heavyweight wars we've ever seen. Heavyweight championship wars.
Knockout, surreal.
Halfway through round number 2. Let's go get this belt. Stipe Miocic, this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a fun one, though. I'm going to throw Oldberg and Poatan in the simulation. I want to do a simulation after this one. I'm interested to see what the game think that fight's going to look like. I think I've already done one on the channel, though, haven't I? Yeah, either or. Running back, you always get different results when you do simulations in this game.
230 for the challenger. Next up on the scale is the defending champion. All right, this is it. The main event of the evening.
We all got Max by finish next month, though. That's pretty much how I got it. I got Max finishing Conor. Somewhere inside the first 7-8 minutes. I mean, I don't know if necessarily it's going to be a first-round finish, unless Conor just completely passed it, which he very well could be. I think Conor probably gets beat up in the first round. You know, once Max finds his range, finds his timing and stuff like that, Max beats him up in the first round and polishes him off, and round number 2 gets him out of his way.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main
Fight being at 170 makes it interesting from Holloway. You know, Holloway fighting at 170 for the first time.
now live from the
See what that looks like. But if Max has got a little bit more pop on his shots, that'd be interesting. Bad night for Conor, though. That'd be a bad night for Conor.
6 feet tall, weighing in at 265 pounds, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is. And when the action
All right, title fight time, fellas. Let's do it. Here we go. Former heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic. Possibly the UFC heavyweight GOATs.
The champion had better not take this guy lightly, Mike.
Let's do this. Nope.
So many of the top
Shooting
guys
takedowns
in
early
this
up against the fence.
and
Look at
he
this.
seems determined to take that belt home.
Separation, nice.
And good right
Okay.
hand counter.
Gotta watch the boxing coming back our way. We gotta mix in these kicks. Don't want to just get caught in a back and forth boxing fight.
Oh, beautiful hook.
With Stipe.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that one staggered him.
We
He
gotta
got
see what
blasted,
happens.
but he seems
170
to
Max
recover
looks like.
quickly.
Looks like on the scale, yeah. He might look like Poatan with a little extra change in his midsection and stuff like that. Yeah, not really shredded, abs like that. We'll see. That's what I'm thinking. That's always the big thing. Everybody always talks about not cutting weight going into a fight. And stuff like that, how much you feel better. It's like, yeah, that might help, but like, hey, God, dog. That's it. Back to what I was saying, though. Sheesh. Beautiful KO early. But Everybody always talks about not cutting weight and how that helps you feel better going into a fight, but
threw his whole body into it, and it's immediately lights out.
not 170 BBL. You stupid.
That is
Look at
one
it again.
powerful
He's
dude, Joe. Watch.
stupid.
And lights
Hey,
out.
he might. Hey, good lord, but he might have some extra change in the midsection though, man. He might. He really
We
might.
see it again, close up.
But again, like not cutting weight going into a fight, I think that helps with like
I'm
concussion
not so
symptoms and stuff
sure
like that.
he
But
knows how he got knocked out.
I don't think not cutting weight helps your conditioning.
The veteran voice of the octagon,
You know, because when you don't have 20 pounds to cut, you know, 2 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out or so before a fight,
Has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes,
like you're not really going as hard in your conditioning as you would be when you got to get those pounds off.
declaring
Versus when you're just
lockout.
going into
And the winner
the last,
by
10 days, 7 days before the week, just,
now,
close to the weight are already there.
UFC heavyweight
I don't think Max's conditioning, like his gas tank or anything, is going to wane. Like, that's not what I'm thinking, but, we'll see. See, like, if Max at 170 is a little bit slower, you know what I'm saying? He's not used to being up there. He's a little slower. And Connor's able to see it a little bit. Maybe after Connor's been tagged a couple times for sure. He's starting to get the timing on it after he's been tagged by it a few times. We'll see, man. I don't know. That leg break, though, we haven't seen anybody come back from that leg break the same, so not counting on it. Not counting on it at all. Counting on a Max Holloway first or second round finish. Give me second round Holloway. Oh, shit, I'm tripping. Not gone. Shit. What are we doing? Poetan. Let's do Poetan. Sheesh. Olberg. Throw the simulation in here real quick. See what the game thinks about this light heavyweight title fight. Put him in the garden. One fight. Here we go. Light heavy title. Big Dan is fine. Red corner. Where you at? DLC. No, where you at? I'm tripping. He's right there in front of me. Poetan. Bam. Tom and Gon's betting odds will be closer than the first fight since public perception. Oh yeah. Even without the eye poke, even with the eye poke, rather, yeah, it might be a pick 'em for sure. I wouldn't even be surprised if after this fight, you know what I'm saying, you know how MMA fans are, what have you done for me lately? And recency bias. I wouldn't be surprised if Gon was a slight favorite going into it, like maybe like minus 120, 150 maybe versus plus 150 something. I don't know. I can see it. You know how MMA fans are, dude. MMA fans are fickle. It's all about what have you done for me lately? So if Gon opened up as a slight favorite, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
And now it's
Might be some potential to make some money off of that fight, though. Because if it is, not necessarily a pick'em. If it is a pick'em, it's not really much money to make off of it. But
Coming up next,
hey, if Tom is the underdog, though, I might throw some money on Tom. Even though I think Gon's probably gonna win that fight. I'll probably throw some money on Tom. Let's get the simulation rolling, though.
Quick and athletic Brandon Vera is a skilled Muay
No,
Thai
hell yeah.
fighter
Tom's the
with
underdog.
dynamic strikes to
Yeah, I'm throwing
complement
some money
his
on Tom.
impressive ground game. He's
Tom's gonna
hoping
wanna
for
get
a
that-
big win
get
tonight
that back.
to regain his former glory. And an NCAA
Coming off of this loss and
Division
stuff
I
like that. But
national
coming off the couch, as long as it's been. And Gon been in the lab, man. Gon has been in the gym. You can see it.
Our Tale of the Tape is brought to you
Sharpening up the
by
game.
Tap Out, an expression
Even
of
though it's against
combat
Poetan, and that's cage
worldwide.
time versus
Now available
Tom not getting any.
at tapout.com.
That's a big factor in fighting.
And now with the official introductions, the veteran voice
It's a
of
big
the
factor when it comes
Octagon.
down to getting in that
Here
cage in front of
is
each other.
Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Skip all this, get to the
is the
face-off in the
victory.
cage.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Dan.
Yes, sir, Big Dan.
All right, guys, this is for the UFC Championship. I want a nice, clean fight. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come on out fighting. Back to your corners.
Tom hasn't been training without the with the injury.
Mike Goldberg
He still hasn't been
alongside Joe
training,
Rogan.
like, at all?
We are ready to get things started.
He's had to been doing something, right? Like, if his eyes are still messed up, okay, I can see him not striking or sparring, but, like, he's got to be rolling, man. He's got to be doing some jiu-jitsu or something, some clinch work. There's no way. If he hasn't been training at all, that's bad. Like, even just grappling, like, he has to be rolling. He has to be doing some jiu-jitsu or something. If he can't spar, at least. High kick attempted from Politan early. Lead uppercut for Oldberg, trying to get through. Jabs his way inside nicely. I imagine he's still running and doing other forms of exercise, not just sparring. Yeah. But definitely, like, strength and conditioning work and stuff like that for sure. But still skill training though, like, man, like, even if he's not striking, you can still do jiu-jitsu, just tell guys to, be easy on the eyes, keep your hands away from my face. You can still grapple a little bit, at least moderately. That'd be crazy if he's not doing that at all.
Under 3 minutes now.
That's one thing about grappling is you need your eyes, but a human body's a human body. You can with your eyes closed, you can half guard with your eyes closed. You know where the other leg is. You know where the arm is supposed to be, where the head is and shit like that. So you can still grapple with a hurt eye for the most part, as long as it's not too bad. Politan's on his back here, open guard. Solid reversal here for Politan, top position. Politan's gonna use it. Sheesh.
And back to full guard.
Hey, Oldberg gets the reversal. Out here in open water for Politan. See if we get a separation. Nope.
And he gets reversed.
Just over a minute
Try to step over the full mount.
He's in the full guard.
Back to side control.
That was one thing, though. I credit Mark Goddard, even though I don't think Topuria necessarily, I don't think sending Topuria out for that fourth round was good for him. High kick attempt. There's a left hook, got through.
30 seconds remains in the round.
But credit to Mark Goddard for getting the doctors out the cage and letting Topuria continue for that fourth round. Any other referee probably would have called it when the doctor said called it. Said called it, and they probably should have. But I feel like that was a big John McCarthy type move right there as Politan kicks the leg out. Going to round number 2.
Yeah, they seem to have no interest in going to the ground.
That was some big John McCarthy refereeing right there. Big John McCarthy would have handled business just like that. Be like, all right, you good? Cool. Get the doctors out the cage and start this round. Man, I love that Big John McCarthy's back refereeing too. Best in the business. Best in the business. You always know a fighter's in good hands when Big John was in the middle of it.
And landed the perfect counter punch right here.
Some of these referees like Herb Dean or some shit like that, man, you gotta worry about a dude dying like Herb. It's just, I don't know, it's so funny, man. I used to not notice it as much, and I used to think comments were kind of getting on Herb, but over the last few years, man, you just watch Herb, he just be standing there watching the dude get beat on, dude. It's just almost, it's too funny. He has some videos of punching pads on YouTube, but he says he hasn't been training. He could be lying to throw off Gone. Probably could, yeah. You always gotta wonder. Fighters' tricks and stuff like that. You never know. Good 2 right there for Politan. Tried to double it up. And that outside low kick, Politan mixing it up and striking well. Lead hand reaches out for a clinch. If I'm Oldberg here, try to get some dirty boxing through. That was when I knew it was over for Derek Lewis in that fight last night, though. When they got in that collar tie, they were up against the fence. And they both pretty much running a collar tie. Curtis was up against the fence, and Hokit was leaning into him. And Derek didn't even attempt an uppercut or anything in there. And they were that close to each other. Like, I understand being too slow out in open water to reach him and get to him and close that distance. And I understand, like, once they got to that collar tie position, they already went through some grappling exchanges, and Derek was tired, but I'm like, dude, that's your daylight. That was your daylight right there, and you just let it slip. So, yeah, I knew right there. I mean, I knew going in Derek was probably going to lose. But after that collar tie, and Derek didn't even try anything in there, I was like, yeah, it's over. Solid boxing here from Oldberg. Mixing up the target. Left hook gets through. Ripping the body well. He's trying to find a home for that. Straight right hand up the middle as he misses the high kick attempt upstairs. Poaton's AI is way too active. He now 38 and undisputed. Yeah, nah, he fighting like he's 33. Jesus.
Oh, he's rocked, Mike.
That is ridiculous. Yeah, nah, Poaton's output isn't like this, but he's slowing down here.
He got blasted, but it looks like
So he might slow down. He might slow down some of his output.
45 seconds remains.
But yeah, this is definitely not Poaton's output in modern day.
There's a bit of a cut here on Davis, Mike.
Beautiful, beautiful dirty boxing in there from Carlos Oldberg as he rips to the body. Solid outside low kick. That switch kick got upstairs.
2 rounds in the book.
That's round 2.
Rounds to go.
I'm not mad at the first 10 minutes, fellas.
Joe, both fighters
I'm not mad at the first 10 minutes.
determined to keep this fight standing.
And the crowd
Let's get to
here
round number
seems to
3.
appreciate it.
Don't chase him. Use your stop backing him up. Back him up. Off timing. 3-2. 3-2.
Said he's not 38 and undisputed yet.
All right, let's go to the replay,
See
Mike.
this replay,
The
what
counter
we got?
fighting was unbelievable. Look here as this slip right into a counter.
Both guys kind of
And
exchanging
look
in
at
the
the
pocket.
power on this kick. Perfect technique.
That switch was nice. That switch was
And
nice.
here's another great counter. Dodge the incoming attack.
Open water.
Spot the opening. Throw a strike of your own.
Beautiful
Solid
check hook right there.
striking on
Doubled it
display
with a
in that
jab
round.
behind it.
Game plan. Are you paying attention to me? Don't vary from the game plan.
Yeah,
Ready to
definitely
start
way
round
more
3.
active.
There's the beautiful Brittany.
But hey, it's probably telling us something. No, it's probably telling us that Poaton's probably gonna have to get active.
And we are set for the start of
Maybe
round
increase his
3.
output a
This
little
is
earlier.
championship fight, so it is scheduled
Or at least
for
threaten it.
5-minute rounds.
To get Oldberg on the back foot, similar to how he did Ankalaev. Yep, come out hot. He might have to start out with a high output. Higher than usual if he's going to get this done. If not, he might get cracked. So this might be telling us something. Here we go.
Side control. Oh, this one is
Poaton is up on his back. He reverses. See if we get back up to the feet.
He's in side control here.
We'll do the motions here. Let's see what we get.
Good.
Ooh, jeez. Not where you want to be.
Oh, reversal.
Bad spot, bad spot.
Half guard. Moves into full mount here. Oh, he got reversed.
He reverses.
Great job
Got
on the
him.
reversal.
Nice right hand.
Half guard.
Oldberg, I'm trying to see if Oldberg can posture up, land some damage here. Struggling too. Both guys pretty much going back and forth with the reversals. Both guys have been peppered up pretty well on the feet, so I think if we get a separation, here we go. Separation from Poaton. See if we get a finisher from either guy. Good head movement and rip to the body. Solid body work right there in the pocket. I'm not mad at that hook to the body from Oldberg. He's got to be able to build off of it, though.
The leg of his opponent.
Gets a hook upstairs for it. Oldberg's still in this fight. After being rocked in the previous round, but it's been back and forth for the most part.
Brandon Vera switches to southpaw.
Switch kick southpaw
Checked.
for Poaton. Gets his leg checked.
Answered. Combination.
Lead uppercut, dude. The combinations to the body. Mixing it up. Solid hands. Solid hands from Oldberg. Oldberg looking to keep his belt, dude. Look at the head movement on point. Digging into his body, slowing down Poaton. That outside leg kick, it might be a little too late.
That the over-under, 30 seconds
We enter
remains
another
in the
clinch,
round.
30 seconds left. Thank you, Goldie.
He's got the clinch up against the cage. Beautiful left hook
Solid,
inside.
not where you want to be. And we're going to round number 4, championship rounds.
And that takes us
Wow.
to the end of round number 3.
I wasn't expecting to get to the championship rounds in this fight, not with these two heavy hitters.
Both fighters, Joe.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, you
taking
never know, we
some
could get
pretty
here.
serious punishment. I don't
In
see
real life,
this
I would be
going
shocked
the
if we do.
distance.
With these two, I would be shocked if we get past round 2.
Defense and offense at the same time. Okay? Split that offense, cut that angle. Split that offense.
But we definitely could
Take
get
a
to
look
like
at the
round
replay,
3,
Mike.
round 4.
Very nice takedown here.
I could see it.
Here's that devastating counter strike.
Even though we're really getting to these rounds because these guys are mixing in grappling attempts and grappling exchanges. I don't think there's really going to be much of a threat for that in the fight unless Oberg wants to mix in some clinch attempts possibly. Maybe Poatan, but nah, I doubt. I see this is going to be like a boxing / kickboxing matchup on the feet for as long as it lasts.
All you need to do is score. You score with that kick.
The beautiful Shandella with us tonight. We are set for round 4.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Ready for the start of round 4. This fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. And he answers.
Solid work here for both as we meet in the center. About 9 minutes or less here. Both guys being pretty cautious. Oberg showed some great boxing in the early rounds, especially in that last round, digging into the body. That might slow Poatan down late.
Oh, they're just throwing. Oh, they're exchanging.
But hey, if he's eating uppercuts like that, it might not matter. Switch. Gets his head off center, doesn't get anything for the right hand.
And now he's answered. Working with the
Solid
underhook
winner
under
clinch
here.
here. Get some dirty boxing. Let's see.
Under 3 minutes now.
Poatan presses up against the fence. Here we go. Knees. Elbows. Heavy. Woo. Heavy elbows from Poatan. 2.5 over the top.
Good body shot.
Solid chin for Oberg. He was rocked in round 2. Staying alive here, round 4.
Under 2 minutes
Trying to get
remain.
Poatan to drop his hands. See him going downstairs to that body.
Good shots to the body.
Alex has to be careful throwing those high kick attempts here late in this fight, though. Slows down in front of Oberg.
Oh, good combination.
Gonna be in a bad spot, but there's a high kick attempt from the champion. Dig to the body off the jab, dude. Nice boxing here. Just short. Boy, he's got to pay attention to these kick attempts. He's circling into him, but he's doing good at keeping getting his hands up on him.
Right hand.
There's a left hook.
45 seconds remains.
Yeah, Alex, the body work is really helping Oberg here. He doesn't have enough gas on the left hooks. From those hooks to the body earlier. Beautiful check on that low kick. Solid fight, fellas.
Joe, that big kick
Jumps on him.
absolutely dropped him.
Yeah, he kicked
Round
his legs out
5.
from under him there. Very effective technique.
Sheesh, we might go to the cards.
Round number 4.
Interesting.
The 5th and final round is coming up next.
I wasn't scoring this fight. I'm interested to see what we look like if we get to the cards.
More of that in the 5th, Joe. They both seem.
Let's see what we got.
Let's go to
That's
the
another thing that
replay
makes
of
this
Mike.
one of the greatest.
This was that counter. Such unbelievable.
In my opinion, the greatest
timing on
MMA
that.
game we've ever had.
And this was that nice counter. Just perfect.
The scorecards are
movement
awesome,
here.
and you can get a bad judge's decision sometimes in
And
this
here you
game.
can
It's
see the
controversial.
very well-timed counter.
But for the most part, the
Slipping
judges'
out,
decisions are on
back in,
point.
And connecting. Nice
We'll see.
action in that round, Mike.
Even though the scoring criteria back then, when this game came out, was different. You know, grappling and
Ariani gets us set for the 5th
No.
and final round.
cage control, octagon control was weighed a lot heavier than it is nowadays. Nowadays, top of the criteria is damage.
We are set for the 5th and
But hey,
final
damage is still a big one, though.
round of this UFC title fight.
Both guys staying in tight.
Here we go. 5th and
Nice
final.
counter right hand.
See if we get a late finish.
Dangerous situation.
We're pushing. 30 seconds down.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Yeah, shit, excuse me, my bad, brother. High kick upstairs. Oberg circles into it, but he's able to get his hands up every time. And that right hand gets through finally. He's been trying to get that right hand up the middle all night. He gets it in the 5th. Poatan eats it.
Nice combos.
Oldberg presses. Here we are in the center.
Good exchange between both these fighters.
See who's got more gas to push here as we come up on the halfway point of the 5th and final.
He caught the leg.
Kicks his leg out. Up kick. Walks to an up kick, and we're right back up to the feet. See what we getting. See what we getting, fellas. Just past the halfway point.
Wow, that right hand.
Like the dig to the body from Poetan, though. Not mad at it. Push.
Body shot.
Both guys got each other's respect.
What an exchange here.
That high kick was labored.
Got the clinch.
That was underwater. Get some dirty boxing.
Vera is
Pummeling.
gassing here, Mike.
Yeah, Poetan's gassing in the clinch. You hear it.
90 seconds.
Oldberg's
remains in
pushing.
the
He's
fight.
pressing. Solid uppercut in the clinch. Getting some dirty boxing back and forth from both. Minute and change. And we're going to the stool. We might get a late finish.
Joey's got his opponent up against the fence.
Sheesh. Let's see. Both guys gassing. Not mad at the solid back and forth fight. Fellas, right hand from Oldberg, the champion, who's pressing. Finishing strong. 15. And let's go to the cards, fellas. Let's see what the judges got.
Big Joe. He
Not mad at it. Oldberg jumps on him, and that's where we finish.
And
Wow.
we had to check out the judges' scorecards. Joe, neither
Wow.
man embarrassed himself, but neither man really
I was
put on a
not
show,
expecting
man.
the AI to get to the
Wasn't the
get to the
best fight we've ever
scorecards,
seen,
dude.
but it was a good one. Let's
Both
take
these
a
dudes
look at
being
the replay and
heavy-handed.
some
I was
action
expecting
here, Mike. This was just an
get a KO.
unbelievable counter right here. This is flawless
some point.
timing and a punishing
See a
counter
right hand
here.
doubled up from
You can see
Poetan.
all it takes is one
Good dig to the
opening
body.
and
The body work is the best work
right here we see that tremendous
coming from
counter shot
Oldberg.
land.
where he was able to jab off of it in the pocket.
Judges have rendered their decision.
See what we got.
And here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 48, 47, 48,
48-47, and still.
48,
Not mad at that.
Declaring the winner by
Not mad at that, man.
unanimous
3-2.
decision. And still
3-2 Oldberg, man.
UFC light heavyweight
That was actually a way better simulation than I was expecting.
of the world,
That was actually way better than I was expecting.
Black Jack Oldberg.
All right, man.
Bill
And still.
Davis remains the UFC light heavyweight
Solid
champion.
fight, solid performance. Didn't get the finish, but hey. That might have showed us something. I don't know. We'll see. Have I played UFC 6? I have not.
The
I have
UFC
not. I don't know. If they got a demo or something out, I might test the demo. If it's if it's free or something like that, I might test it. But I haven't played it yet, though, no. I wouldn't mind playing a free demo, but paying for it, though, I don't know if I'm gonna pay for it, though. I really don't know if I'm gonna buy it this year. Nonetheless, though, let's jump into this career mode with Zabit Magomedsharipov. Like I said earlier, we got some comments earlier this week that wanted, last week rather, that wanted a, hang on, let me go down here to my shop thing first. See what we can do here. We got 8 out of 8 on that, so 300,000, so we're still short. But we got some comments last week about a Edson Barboza career mode, sheesh. So yeah, we're gonna try to finish up this career mode for Zabit Magomedsharipov and jump right into that one, get some highlights with Edson Barboza Jr. Dom Cruz up first. Let's see what we got. Dom Cruz, former bantamweight king.
Hey, Stephen Quadros,
Let's go,
the
fellas,
fight
let's go.
professor. Isn't it great to be here at the Pride Fighting
Push kick to
Championship
start.
alongside your best buddy
Spinning
partner?
back fist. Oh, yeah, we're locked in early.
That's me, aka Al Guapo. Man, do we have a great fight in
Give him a
store for
switch
you.
as he steps into it. Beautiful.
Because tonight we've got nothing but
Not giving him that.
No, come on with me.
Somebody's bleeding, and both
Oh, this is
men
about to be
trade.
money.
Get inside.
Uh-oh.
Money.
Man, that's an early one.
Beautiful.
Wow. Good punches
Got
to
the
the
takedown
head.
early, but he needed it.
Looks to me like he recovered. Wow.
See if we
Recovered
can separate
quickly.
here.
Oh, this is going to be tough to get out of.
Dom's gonna try to stay here and buy some
And he's
time.
going back to a half guard.
Not gonna give him anything down here. No, sir.
Posture's up. Open guard again. Kicks
Feet
him
on him
out.
is nice.
These
Spin his
punches
money. I think I'm
are
sleeping with the
brutal.
spin. The straight right doesn't do it first.
Oh, great punch. And he switches right into southpaw.
Switch. Beautiful. There it is.
Big left hand. How he survived
Catches
that,
into a
I'll never
clinch.
know.
Nice finish.
That was brutal. That's and coming from us, saying that. Then you know something
bad
going
pull.
on. Man, he's in great shape because that punch landed hard, and that cut is
Solid
looking
1-2
bad.
there. Beautiful jumping
He
spin.
better be careful that the man, that was a glasses. He was right
Ah,
from
come
that
on, fall.
punch. Whoa, he survived. He looked on the verge of going out.
3 minutes down here in the first round. Up against the ropes. Nope.
Oh, liver kick.
Bad timing on that spin.
He's got a great shot, but he's leaving his head open when he shoots. When he shoots like that, if he leaves his head open like that too many times, he's going to eat a knee. Oh, big. Oh,
Beautiful stomping. Here we go.
whoa, with a stomp. Beautiful
I'll take it.
stomp, and he's.
That's the finish. God, dog. That's the finish.
This one.
And that's the finish.
George Roop
Clean victory.
ends this in convincing fashion.
Clean victory. I'm not mad at that at all. That's how you start it. That wasn't a Grand Prix win either. That was just a one-off.
This is something they really
One-off
talk to you about
overseas.
in the rules meeting.
It's fun
You
to just
don't
switch it up
improve
a little
your
bit.
position, they will stop the fight. So don't come and complain.
I don't know. I'm definitely going to start going live with
Improve your position.
Fight Night Forever for sure. Definitely want to start a Fight Night Forever career mode on the channel. Got some fun with that. I might create a fighter. I mean, you guys let me know. You want me to create a fighter for it, or do you guys want me to use a fighter that's already in there? We can start with that as well. Might create a fighter for it though. Have some fun with that over there across the street with boxing. Yeah, we got Dom Cruz out the way quick. Hang on. Hell yeah, quick and easy W. We improved to 36-1, 17-fight win streak. Man, we're a legend, dude. Legendary career mode. So far, so good. And we got some cred from that one as well. Pretty well. Pretty generously, I should say. Let's see. We got Dope Bronx up next for us here at 155, though. Let's see what we got. Dope Bronx off of Benil Dariush. Gamrot. Stat difference right here, 83 to a 91 overall. Let's look at that strength difference. Strength difference, though. He's got us right there, 79 to an 83, but not too bad. We can handle that. Speed, we've got him slightly. It's kind of back and forth here, you know. Yeah. Our stats are pretty much up there. Barely got us in cardio. Got him in footwork. So, yep, Doe Bronx. Let's get Charlie Oliveira up next. Let's see. What are we gonna do here? It's gonna improve my offense, but I need some to improve my defense as well. Speed and cardio, that's helpful though. Let's see, we got submission sparring here. Shit, I mean, I'll take it. Let's do it. Makes sense. Practice, work on our submissions going into a Charles Oliveira fight. It's only right. Try to up our submission defense. Offense as well.
Okay, I want to see some good offense on the ground. Set up a
Now
submission.
we got butterflies. Give me that. Let's try to work, see if we can finish one of these. Yep, early.
Everything is coming together.
Beautiful. Let's regain. Kimura. Slippery bastard. Yeah, not gonna finish this one. Not a bad attempt, though. Ah, God, dog.
See
I
that
got
hard
close.
work pays off.
Got close. Come on. I'm gonna try another triangle attempt. Control. Here we go. Kimura attempt. Yeah, we got this one. Finishing that one.
Almost there. 10 seconds.
You bastard, really?
Keep it up. That was a great session.
Ah, did I get the tap? I don't know if it gave me that one. I don't know if it gave me that one. That was solid work, though. Solid work. Okay, we improved your offense and defense on the ground, top and bottom position, submissions as well. Our standing striking offense takes a hit as well as our strength, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. Let's see. Strength-wise. Actually, yeah, we got our defense up for our striking as high as we can get it so far at this point. So, I'm gonna go heavy bag right here. We're gonna go auto on that one, not do it because for some reason that's the only one that likes to crash when you try to do that one manually. So we're just gonna auto on that one. I was not supposed to go to the weigh-ins. Wanted to skip it, but oh well.
Next up,
Damn
our
it.
main event of the evening. First up to the scale
Charlie
is
Do
the
Bronx
challenger.
up first to the scale. Man,
Next to the scale is the defending
what's going on with y'all,
champion.
fellas? How the weather treating y'all this late in the spring? It's hot as hell as the sun gets up in the sky.
The champion.
Right now, creeping through my window right now. Wasn't sweating a minute ago, but golly, it's getting to me right now. Might have to take this jacket off, actually. Sheesh.
Here we
That's
go,
exactly what
ladies
I'm
and
about to do.
gentlemen, our main event of the evening. The title is on the line. It's going to be one incredible fight, folks.
Drop it. All right, let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. We got Charlie Do Bronx up next. Let's get it. Pretty much got a voice stand on the canvas. Too long with him. Don't want to play down there. Get wrapped up. But hey, if I drop him, if he drops on all fours in this fight, I'm going to take his back.
Coming up next,
See if I
it's
can get a
lightweight title fight
submission on
between
Charles
George
Oliveira.
and Charles Oliveira. An aggressive fighter
We'll see, but
who
it's a
rarely
dangerous game.
standing
So if I
across
don't
from
get
you
it
in
and
the
I end
red
up on my
corner
back and I'm
is
gassed.
George Roop, with explosive speed and elite-level wrestling skills, this Octagon warrior will be looking to take the fight to the ground
I
and
love it.
grind his opponent
I
into
love the
the
pre-fight
mat.
visuals in this game.
Our tale of
Gotta
the
love
tape
it.
is brought to you by Dodge. Once again, with our official introductions for this battle, the veteran voice of the Octagon,
Charles
Bruce
Oliveira.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And
Skip
this
the
man is a
pre-fight
mixed-
introductions.
and now, introducing the
I'm gonna
champion.
put my mic right there, fix my mic.
Fighting out of the red corner. And when the action begins,
Let's see if we can get another title defense under our belt.
Charles Oliveira.
No pun
George
intended.
Roop. And
Here we go.
Joe, how do you see this playing out for George Roop?
Glove touch.
He's back once again to defend his
Yep,
belt
immediately getting to
against
work.
a very tough opponent.
The lightweight champ. Oh,
Sitting
big right
down.
hand.
Beautiful.
Gotta watch for the up kick.
Come on.
Somehow he's able to get up. Oh,
Double up
nice
the right
to
hand.
right.
We're just going to make this ugly.
Oh, those are vicious. Oh, ducking
Yep, let's
in
get ugly. Come on.
counters that nicely. Wow, that right hand.
Beautiful pull. Sheesh.
He's
All
gonna
right.
clinch.
You got to be cautious while making this an ugly fight. Otherwise, it's going to get ugly for me.
Those are snapping his head back, Mike. Just missed with that one.
Look on the outside. Really?
Oh,
How did he get his hands up for that?
left. He's got his back here.
That's a nice pull. That's a nice pull. There it is, baby.
He ate that one.
He is teeing off right now.
He looked hurt.
Beautiful. And we get some ground and pound for it.
And another.
Oh, he rocked him
Let's go.
bad here, Mike. Oh, he is in trouble. Oh, but he recovers.
Separation.
Cheers in here
Spin.
are deafening. This crowd is loving this.
Push kick.
See if I can get this spinner. Nope.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there.
Inside with the clinch
Ah, he
again.
clinches. Give me separation. Good pressure from Del Bronx early. Give me that. Come on, damn it.
Oh, he's got an
I'll try it. I'll try. Probably not gonna get it, but I'll try. Ah.
That is a tight, tight armbar.
Oh my goodness, I finished the armbar. Okay. Sheesh, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to the bar at the bottom.
What a performance.
Clean finish.
The UFC lightweight title.
Had to stick to it.
Joe, once he went for that
I said if I had daylight, if I got the opening, I thought it was gonna be a rear naked, but I'll take the arm. I'll take the arm home with me. Teach Josh Hogan how to do an arm bar. Beautiful. Arm bar on Charles Oliveira is crazy. Yeah, I said if he fell on all fours, I was gonna take his back. Jeez, he was rocked. I was like, I'll try it.
With the official decision.
Didn't think I was gonna finish it, but hey, had enough gas to stick to him.
3 minutes, 27 seconds.
3:27, round one. God dog, that's a finish right there. That's beautiful. Hell yeah, that's a highlight finish right there. I'll take it. Fight of the night, it was quick. Let's see, we improved to 37-1, so 38 fights down. We got about, what, 12 fights left or so? Or no, how many fights you get in a career? Wasn't it 48 before it ends? I believe it's 48 before they make you retire, so you'll be getting down to the nitty-gritty, the last few. 100 on our camp loyalty, still a legend here. See what we got next. See what we get next. Ilia Topuria, Umar Nurmagomedov. We're going Ilia Topuria. Let's go, former lightweight champion as of today. And he's got us beating everything. Look at that. Overall, 92-84. Strength, 93 to a 78. That's rough. Really beat us on strength right there. Speed, 96-92. 85 to an 89 on cardio and footwork as well. Good Lord. Uphill battle. Look at the standing strikes, 103 to a 79. This is rough. We got him only in defense, in striking defense, which will help us. That'll be helpful, but whew, we got to be careful. We got Connor. He got a submission over Connor, so that's not bad. But TKO lost to Gamrot and Saryukin. Submission lost to Saryukin. Funny part is I can see that. Him losing by submission to Saryukin. Well, maybe not submission, but maybe you can. I mean, shit, after last night's shit, you never know. Arman Saryukin versus Ilia Topuria is still an interesting matchup for me that I want to see. But nonetheless, Ilia Topuria is up next for us. Let's see what we got here. I need something to improve my strength a little bit, so go auto on that one. Tire flipping, and that took some of my cardio and footwork. That's not great. Try to do something to counteract that. For the cardio and footwork. Let's see, speed and footwork here. I'll take that one right there as well. Cool it up to speed a little bit. Give me a little bit of boost on the footwork. Just barely, but yeah, let's get through this camp. Let's get to this fight. Skip the weigh-ins. Let's go. Pretty much got to watch out for the power coming back my way from Topuria. Stay off the canvas. Well, after submitting Oliveira, I'm actually confident in my grappling ability finally in this career mode. If you had to pick fight of the year right now, who I got? Yeah, remember the list: Justin Elia, Justin Patty, Hokit Blades, Van Tyra,
Joe
Yeah,
Stevenson.
Jones versus man.
A seasoned veteran, Joe Daddy Stevenson first made a name for himself in the UFC when he won the Ultimate Fighter competition.
Justin Elia
utilizing
might
his
get it
great
when we get to the end of the year.
world-class
Justin
grappling
Elia might
and
get it just based on the
submission
stakes on the
skills. A
fight.
recipient of multiple Fight of the Night honors, standing across from him.
Blades versus Hogan was a fun one though. I damn near lost my voice watching that fight. Like they was just like Hogan just ran at him, and that was just crazy. That was a good one. So I would probably say Justin Elia right now. Justin versus Patty was a good fight, but it was kind of sloppy in parts. Hogan versus Blades was sloppy as well, but it was a brawl. It was just a heavyweight just brawl. But yeah, I think at the end of the year, fight of the year, I would be surprised if any fight past this point tops Justin versus Elia just based on the stakes and the underdog victory and stuff like that. So yeah, Justin versus Elia is probably gonna get it, and I probably would choose that right now as well.
Lightweight championship of this man is a mixed martial artist. He stands 5
Justin versus Elia was like 4 rounds of excitement versus Hogan versus Blaze was just three rounds of just foot on the gas. Justin really got 2 possible entries. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He really does. But then again, that's Justin Gaethje, though, man. It's like, man, we don't call him the highlight for nothing. That nickname, hey, there's a lot of fighters with some BS nicknames that sound goofy, but Justin Gaethje's nickname is always fit. The highlight. No better nickname for him. You don't call him the highlight for nothing. And he went out with one, man. I swear, I hope he retires. Unless Conor wins, or if he wants that Gaethje, or if he wants that Holloway fight, man, I hope Gaethje retires. I really do. I don't want to see Gaethje in there against Saryukin. He doesn't need to be. Even though Saryukin is up next, he doesn't need that fight next.
That makes him such a great champion. He isn't relaxing at all now that he's at the top of the lightweight
There we go. We got
division.
Ilia Topuria. He gets a takedown early.
His game has actually improved since he won the belt.
Triangle attempt. Yeah, it's early. He's not gassing either, so might not get this.
That's perfect position, Mike. He's got the arm across the neck.
Ooh, yeah, he slipped out just at the end. Good takedown. Submission defense, rather, excuse me. He's passing, he's passing.
And back to full guard. Pushes him
Feet
off
on
the
hips,
feet.
back up to the feet.
Oh, big shots.
And he caught him again.
You don't think they'll give Armand the shot? Like even now, like you really think they won't give him one? Like even John Fitch got one after a while, and they didn't want to give Fitch one back in the day. It's like you don't think Armand's gonna get to a point where they just have to? Like, man, I think he's at that point now. I mean, sheesh.
Oh, ducking in and counters that nicely. Push kick.
Armand really screwed himself pulling out of that Islam fight last year, didn't he? That was his shot, and he fudged it. He really fudged his opportunity at that belt with that pulling out of that fight so close to the fight. And that pullout, that was one of those ones that broke my heart too, man. I really wanted to see that fight. Armand Saryukin versus Islam Makhachev, dude. Because I feel like that was one of the rare fights that Islam had a potential to get tested. Islam gets tested here and there, but for the most part, an Islam fight is an Islam fight. Islam's going to just adjust and handle his business. That was one of those ones where I wanted to see what the grappling exchanges looked like. You know what I mean? If they got to a scramble and shit, and like, you know, round 3, round 4, if we got there, I'm hurt.
Oh, big left hook. He got blasted, but it looks like he snapped back.
Round 3, round 4, had we got there with a bunch of grappling exchanges and scrambles and stuff like that, what does Islam look like if he's slowing down, whatnot? Man, so you can really screw yourself.
Oh, beautiful combination. He's hurt.
Take it to the stool with a dig to the body. I like it.
What a round, Joe. Wow. You can hear the fans behind us. A lot of them think it was actually a knockout.
He's just on bad terms.
Very, very close.
It doesn't look like they're going to give it to him. Maybe a rematch between him and Oliveira. I can see that too. I've been hearing that floating around as well. Him versus Oliveira running it back. That was interesting too. Wasn't that 200? Oliveira had that arm guillotine on him. It was deep, or at least appeared deep. Yeah, and so you can shorts was coming off his ass and shit like that. Yeah, I remember that one.
Got delivered.
See, I wouldn't mind them running that back.
Target. And here's that stunning counter punch.
But man,
so well timed.
he definitely is on bad terms, like I said, for pulling out of that Islam fight last year so late at the last minute. And the stuff he's doing outside the cage as well, getting in trouble and stuff like that. You know, headbutting Hooker like he did at the face-off months back, whenever that was. Like, yeah.
We start round 2. This fight scheduled for 5.
Watch them make Arman fight the winner of Max Connor, excuse me. I'm thinking of Hooker. Yeah, Max Connor.
Excellent combination. Nice combination.
I don't know. I mean, I can see Max fighting Arman for sure if Max won.
Oh, good combination.
If Connor wins, though, I mean,
Stuffed.
if Connor wins, Connor can do whatever he wants. I don't know. I don't think Connor has to take a Arman fight. If Arman doesn't excite Connor, like if Connor would take the Arman fight, I would just say for Connor to take Islam at 70. You know, because Connor's, if he wins, they're going to give Connor whatever he wants. And if Connor can't get the Khabib rematch, shit, let him run it back with Islam. He could go in there and get his ass kicked by Islam for sure, but shit, let it happen. It'd be a big fight. It'd be a big promotion going into it as well. Like, hey, Connor instead of Islam, or instead of Khabib, it's Islam with Khabib in his corner. Like, man, that'd be a wild build-up.
He had his opponent stretched out, but could not finish.
That would be a wild build-up. Maybe they would give him the winner versus winner of BSD Patty. Possibly. But yeah, I don't know. If this fight being at 170, I agree. I don't know if Connor's ever going back down to 155. I don't believe he would. Not this late in his career. If anything, like I said, he might take a title shot at 170 with, hey, Jesus! Suplex attempt, okay. Not attempt, he actually got it, okay. I didn't even know Topuria had that German suplex on him like that, that gut wrench. Okay. He might finish me. Oh, shit, he might finish me. Ooh. Come on, front headlock position. Come on, damn it.
Total control from the top position.
45 seconds.
He did not let me separate at all. Come on, dude.
In the guard.
Give me some separation.
Pushes him off with the feet.
Gotta lock in here with this fight. Hang on.
Huge left and right.
Those are snapping his head back, Mike.
He shoots. Going to round. What round is this? Round 3?
And that is the end of round 2.
Whew, round 2. We're going to round 3. All right. That got dangerous. He got a lot of ground to pound off, too. I didn't like that. It's all good. I'm about to adjust to it. Get this W in round 3.
All right, let's go to the replay, Mike. Here's that.
I knew Topuria was going to be a tough fight going into this one. Especially when we were weighing in the options of it earlier in the career mode. Hell yeah, let's figure this one out, though. Coming off the stool. Number 1, 2, let's get a spin off.
5-minute rounds.
Big shots. He's hurt. That one dropped him. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Down.
Oh, another one. Oh, he recovers. And he lets him
I want a clean finish.
Ooh,
God damn it. All right, back to work.
Right, he's down. Oh,
back to a clean finish.
Close to being stopped. He lets him up.
Hey, God, dog, walked him into it. Round 3, walked him into it. Sheesh. Again, like I said last week, the spring is kicking my ass.
The UFC lightweight title.
Nonetheless, we get it done. Spin.
And here we see it. Just look at the timing. Right on the
Connor,
money.
according to the sources, put on massive muscles. You know, some say he's probably on gear to cut down.
We see it again.
Yep.
Instantaneous knockout
Yeah,
victory.
cut down would be on 55 would be horrible for him. Yeah, we've been saying he's been on gear possibly. We're speculating he's been on gear possibly since he did that movie with Gyllenhaal. What was that, Roadhouse? And especially since he broke his leg, right? You know, for the recovery and whatnot, you never know what they had to put him on to get through that an injury like that.
Declaring the winner.
So yeah, he might not ever go
by
back down to
knockout
55. It might be too
and
detrimental for him.
still the UFC lightweight champion of
How many fights do you usually do, normally do before, or in a career mode before going to the UFC? I like to get at least the first 8, depending on which weight class you're in, you know, depending on who you're using. But at least 8. You know what I mean? That gives you enough to develop the stats a little bit, speed, power, durability, enough to at least survive some of the dudes in your first handful of fights in the UFC. But 8 to 10 more so. Yeah. Because you get about 48 fights in a career mode, so yeah, about the first 10 or so. Probably you get like 30-something fights in the UFC. Ooh, shit. In the UFC, excuse me. But nonetheless, 38-1. That's 39 fights down. Sheesh, getting down to the nitty-gritty down here in this career mode. 9 fights left. Up here at lightweight. It'd be dope if they let me move up to 170, but that's probably asking for too much. Let's see what we get next. Knock out one more and call it a day. Let's see what we got. We got a title fight with Benny. Song Yadong fill-in fight over there. Umar Nurmagomedov down at 45. That's where we came from. Nah. I don't know. Didn't we fight Benil? Didn't I already beat Benil like twice already? I don't know. Let me go back into my resume here. Let me see. Fight history. UFC. No, we haven't fought Benil, huh? Well, we did just move up to 55 in the last episode, so that makes sense. Never mind. I don't know why I fought Benil Dariush already. All right. Interesting. But nope, haven't fought Benil. Not going back down to 45. Could fight Song Yadong, but it's a fill-in. It's a short camp. Fuck it. I'm gonna fight Song. I don't know. I like pride rules. See if we can get a soccer kick finish to go home with. Let's go home with a soccer kick finish. It's off of a TKO loss to Dom Cruz, but he TKO Cejudo. Song Yadong up next. Let's do it. Back in Pride rules. Short camp. Let's see what we got. What we doing here. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Seems like the most bang for your buck right here. Not taking nothing from me. It's giving me some offense rep as well. So let's try this one here. Takedowns up against the fence. Let's try it manually as well. See how much offense it'll give me.
Learn to use that cage. Come on, let's work.
All right, here we go. Come on.
Make him struggle.
All right, separate.
That's it. Wear him down.
Come on.
All right, we're gonna work off the cage today. Let's go.
Whatever.
Keep working.
Keep going for the takedown. Supposed to be a collar tie,
We're doing
God darn
drills
it.
against the cage. Let's see what you got.
All right, y'all haven't done this one.
Push yourself.
This is pissing
Let's
me
go.
off. It's pissing me off.
Okay,
There you go.
let's get used to fighting against the cage.
Push up against the fence.
Turn it up a little.
Like, keep locking your hands, God dog it.
I want you to work on fighting up against the cage. Let's do it.
Hang on.
Let him know it's your cage. Come on.
He's not doing shit. It's just the same body lock takedown, God damn it.
All right, let's get started. Work
I like
on
that they let you
controlling the
drop
fight
weight
against the
classes
cage.
in the WFA before joining
Come
the
on,
UFC.
show me
Yeah.
something.
You could be a 3-way world champion. Yeah, sometimes. I don't know. For some reason, it's like denying me my third weight class. I tried to do that with my Bo Nickel career mode and didn't want to give it to me.
That's your cage. Own it. 10
You know, but I would
seconds
love to
left.
see if they would give me a 170.
Cage
I
control
shot at
today.
170.
Let's work on fighting against the wall.
This training
This
thing right
isn't
here,
how
that
you
was,
train if you want to be a fighter.
that was terrible. Sheesh. That did not go how it was supposed to go, but it gave me my stats, though. Increased 1, so, yep. Not bad. Short camp, anyway. Let's get to this fight. But yeah, I like how they start you off on the regional and let you work your way up and develop your stats, and you can stay down there almost as long as you want to. almost as long as you want to. Develop your stats, develop your power, your defense until you feel like you're ready. Which is really smart. You know, it's not really forcing you to move into the UFC before you're ready. It's like shit, if you want to do like the first 15, 20 fights down in the regionals, coming to the UFC 18-0 or some shit like that, you can do that. It's not bad at all. Song Yadong up next. Let's finish strong, fellas.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Pride Fighting Championships.
Touch gloves here.
This is Stephen Quadros, the fight professor, alongside
Beautiful right hand.
And Wapo.
And welcome to
He
the show.
shoots. I'm about to say, don't give him
And he
that. You
avoids
saw
the
that
takedown
one.
with a sprawl. And that combination found its mark.
Yee.
That's it,
Okay.
everyone. You just shook it off like
Come on, Song.
nothing happened.
Always heavy-handed. So heavy-handed for 35 in this game. Goodness.
Starting to favor.
Every time I fight Song Yadong, man.
And he's down.
Good stomp.
There's the stomp kick to the grounded opponent.
Every time I fight Song Yadong, I always mention his power. So heavy-handed.
That's a disrespectful thing to do, right?
He's got like lightweight power at bantamweight in this game.
And then being on the bottom.
Come on. It's a nice spin right there. I was late.
Good punches
Tried another
to
spin
the
attempt.
head.
Man,
There it is.
These guys going at it.
Spin is money. Just find openings off of it, mixing it up.
Great punch.
Jumping spin,
And
beautiful
both men
timing.
trade. Beautiful left hook and it landed.
double it there.
Oh, liver kick. And he ate a shot.
Solid
and
rip
then
to
he
the
gave
body.
a
That'll slow me
shot.
down, especially off the spinning attempt. Gotta be careful, try to move.
Nice side mount here.
Butterflies.
And there he has butterfly guard.
Try to push off. Nope.
Just
I
kicked
tried
him
for the
away.
submission attempt. No
Pops
good.
Back up.
Both
Oh,
had the same idea on the pull.
blistering body attack.
No good on the spin. Come on.
Somebody's bleeding
Upstairs.
Switches from orthodox to southpaw.
Let's keep tagging that eye.
Oh man, right on the button, and he goes down.
Knees to the hip.
A lot of missed shots here.
Yep.
Ah. We're gassing, we're gassing, we're gassing.
Overguard.
Pushing him away, trying to create some distance.
Cover some gas.
And he drags him to the floor.
Blast right to that spin attempt. That was nice. Good timing.
Kicks him out.
And he looks to avoid any strikes, but he stands back up.
My turn.
Oh, what a punch! Left hook drops him.
Let's take it home, baby. Take it home, baby.
Has seen enough.
Beautiful.
Winner by
Oh, that's
TKO.
beautiful. Crazy how underrated the White House card was until it happened. Exactly like UFC 300. I was saying 200 earlier. Now that I realize it, that was 300. God dog.
Mercifully stops this one.
Got too many fights in my head. But yeah, I was saying Max and Gaethje 200. That sure was 300. I'm tripping.
And here we
200
see it
was
again.
16.
Great call to stop
2016.
this one
Sheesh.
by the referee.
Yeah, that sure was 300. But yeah, it was kind of underrated, wasn't it? I mean, I seen a nice amount of people talking about it leading into it, but my biggest question is I wonder how many views they did, because they were expecting more than Conor Khabib. They were expecting like 50 million plus or something like that. I don't know if they did that many. But I wonder exactly how many they actually did. I mean, once that comes out, I'm interested in that number. Hell yeah. We'll see. Another one up and down, though. 455, round number 1. Song Yadong goes down. Stomp City. It's one of the beautiful things about Pride rules. Got to get a stomp in, got to get a knee in on the ground. Got some good knees on the ground. Or to the head on the grounded opponent, rather. 39-1, so 40 fights down. 8 fights left in this career mode. A legend, still 100% camp loyalty. Let's do it. See what the end of this year is talking about. Fighter of the year once again, Zabit Magomedsharipov, Jeff Neal, runner-up at welterweight. Stipe Miocic, number 3. We got Bones and Whitaker, top 5. Let's see, fight of the year goes to, Zabit Nelia Topuria. That wheel kick finish was a solid back-and-forth fight, round number 3. Not mad at that. Dom Cruz and Sean O'Malley being a runner-up, I can believe that as well. That would have been a fun fight, both of those dudes in their prime. Imagine O'Malley and Dom Cruz in their prime. Man, I don't think Dom's awkwardness would have gave O'Malley problems, but I feel like once O'Malley found him, it would have been over. It would have got bad for Dom. Unless he mixed in the wrestling, but, you know, hey, would have been a fun fight. Yep, KO of the year goes to us over Ilia Topuria. That wheel kick finish gets it done. And Dvalishvili Moreno. Okay, so we got two created fighters right here getting submission of the year. That's another calendar year now. She's fighter of the year, KO of the year, fight of the year. Solid. All right, let's see what we're getting next. Schedule our next opponent. Got Benil Dariush, Kyoji Horiguchi. We just came from over there, so we're not going to do another GP. We'll give Benny a title shot this week, so be on lookout for the career mode this weekend. Not this weekend, this week, later this week, rather. Drop the career modes on Thursdays. We got 8 fights left in this career mode, so we're going to wrap this up soon. If not this week, we'll wrap it up next week, and then we'll jump right into our Edson Barboza Jr. career mode that you guys were commenting for, that we got some comments for last week. So definitely got some fun. Excited to jump into that one. For sure, man. I had fun, man. I'm still buzzing off this White House card, man. I had fun jumping on here live, talking to you guys, going back and forth with the fights. Talking about the fights, playing this game, man. My favorite game in the world, UFC Undisputed 3. Hell yeah, guys. Like I said, man, I appreciate you guys for 500 subs. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me, commenting, watching. Again, man, press that like button and subscribe if you haven't. If you're not, there's another fun live. And I'm going to try to go live some more, man. Like I said, I'm going to try to go live with some Fight Night Forever, so be on the lookout for those. Try to mix in some live streams. Fight Night Round 3 as well. Get some retro stuff in there as well. Hell yeah, man, we got options. But be on the lookout for the live streams coming up. Definitely going to start switching it up. Great stream, brother. I appreciate you for jumping in, watching me, brother. Hell yeah, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Combat Clutch, I'm out.